The Falls Count Everywhere podcast would like to mention our friends at the following. We Talk Wrestling. For the one-stop you need for the most intriguing stories and headlines, and info on independent shows in multiple regions, We Talk Wrestling has you covered. Subscribe to Facebook's #1 interactive community for professional wrestling today. Pro Wrestling on Tuesdays are a blast with the Wrestle Talk podcast. Join the Night Owl, DJ Big Sexy, Luke Roberts, The Alpha, Jay Wade, Nightmare Jones, and many others as they bring you the hottest takes on the major circuits, showcase interviews with various indie stars, and the only place to get news on the most popular fantasy wrestling promotion, the FWWC. Catch them every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Central. Find all of their media outlets on their website at WrestleTalkPodcast.com.
Before each and every show, we like to remind our audience that freedom is never free, and all of us should be grateful to those who lay it all on the line. To all our first responders, military, and volunteers that help our nation every day, we love you and appreciate the sacrifices you make to protect all of us.
Get ready for episode number 124 of the Falls Count Everywhere podcast, as we welcome one of the hard-hitting, high-flying sensations in the ring today, and the current Illinois Elite Wrestling Midwest champion, Jodi Ultra. This podcast is scheduled for one episode, where falls count everywhere.
And good evening, everybody. It is that time again for this time of week on 9 o'clock. You know, yes, you know what it is. Me and my cheap gadgets here. It's time for the Falls Count Everywhere podcast. And here with episode number 124. Forgive me if I'm just now putting on my headphones. Now I sound a lot better. I can hear myself twice. So, Christian Wilson in the house. All right. So good. Make sure you're sharing the show, everybody. Once again, this week, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick is where we're at here tonight. All at Falls Count Everywhere podcast. Yeah, buddy. Oh, Lord. Kick. It's the ever dorky rough cut Rick Ruby here on the top left to the top right. Of course, the Gem City Mouse Zmiz. And of course, GQ down here at the bottom with our Falls Count Everywhere mascot Pepper. Here just hanging out.
7 years old as of yesterday, so.
Hey. And you know what? I kind of like Pepper at times too, especially when Pepper bites GQ's ankles. It's kind of funny.
That was Benji. That was Benji that did that.
Oh. Well, Pepper must do something. I know because I know they can't ever teach you sometimes. So
By the way, this is this person that wants Jodi. We'll get there, Mr. Commissioner Larry Wolf. Sit down, Potato Man.
Is that Larry Wolf getting to us?
Yeah, that's the Potato
Larry's
Man.
getting short. Larry. Yeah, I remember Larry Wolf being like a more fun and energetic guy, and now he's got this commissionership. He's got a job, and he's getting more grumpy. Lay up, Larry. Will you?
How would you feel if your deal with Doug O'Shea?
I don't know.
Whatever.
Of course, I mean, I got more than one job, so I know the irritability factor and all that, so. I'm just saying. So
I signed the paychecks. Ruby just don't know it yet.
Right, of course. And that's why you get shortchanged. Okay.
We want Judy.
What? Did you say Judy?
Who signs my paycheck? It doesn't matter who signs my paycheck.
Oh. Jodi.
What?
No, yeah.
I'm sorry. Tyler, this is the wrong show. You want just Judy? That's on another podcast.
What a jerk. You're not a fan.
If this was Wheel of Fortune, he would totally lose his turn. No, I'm just saying. No, guys, we're going to get to Jodi Ultra here in just a short bit. We've got some things here to kick off here in the beginning, as we usually do. Once again, we like to showcase all the hardworking talent that's around different regions here. And of course, we've been more centralizing here in the Midwest, and of course, we've done all over here. And I've actually come across some of our other guests here as of recent here. In fact, we might have some returning in 2024 after talking with a name or two. And we're getting a new name here, so we're getting some names built up. So good stuff here, good things going here. And of course, a sport with 2024. A lot of names announced here for the SICW Fan Fest 2. And just let you know that we have intentions on being there. In fact, our intentions will, in fact, we will be there.
Dude,
So,
I'm pretty pumped for this one.
Yeah, we will be there. And there you go. So let's change the atmosphere here a little bit. Let's take it ghosts and goblins and everything out of here, guys. I don't know. I'm trying to keep things here together for today, this week, whatever. But man, it seems that hour of sleep, that extra hour has actually thrown me off even more than when losing an hour for some reason this year. I don't know. Are you guys feeling any weird? Are you guys feeling kind of different? Like not energetic?
I don't remember. I don't sleep that much.
We gained an hour.
We're supposed to gain an hour.
Did you know when we lose an hour, like heart attacks go up like 25% or something?
Oh, really?
Yeah, like that. Dumb fact. I mean, interesting fact.
Physicians want to be in the cardiology business. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, so daylight savings time, your heart attacks go up when we lose an hour, but it also decreases when we gain an hour.
Only here on the Falls Count Everywhere podcast could you hear such health tips from Zmiz.
I just thought that was interesting. I watched it on TikTok. Like they were saying, like how the time's going to change, and that was the fact. I'm like, okay, and looked it up. It's a real thing.
He's saying it to two fat guys. You know that, right?
I mean,
oh my god. Hey, so why don't we get into our discussion here? For those who have not seen it yesterday, you still have yet to see it. If you want to have earmuffs or whatever, we are going to talk about WWE Crown Jewel that happened just yesterday. Of the big Saudi Arabia event, and actually, I want to kick off here first off with the free for all match between Sami Zayn and JD McDonough, which put on another good heck of a show, but it was something weird, something I'd never seen before until Crown Jewel. Z. Sami Zayn pinned JD McDonough after executing the Blue Thunder Bomb, but he did do the Helluva Kick first, though. So,
the Helluva Kick since he came to WWE has always been his move. Because in ROH, I think he was using the Blue Thunder Bomb then as his finisher, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
So it's nice to see him finally get like the win with it on the main roster.
Everybody kicks out of the Blue Thunder Bomb. Everybody's kicked out of the Blue Thunder Bomb. But he does the Helluva Kick first, then he went to that, and then he got the pin. I'm like, hey, something new for a change.
One of my favorite power bombs is the Blue Bomb.
That is
wrong.
That is pretty sick.
The Blue Thunder Bomb.
I may be the only one on this, so I want to see him put the mask back on.
Oh, 100%. If that came to fruition, bro, oh my god, I would mark out. I will say it 100%.
I think the internet community and WWE fans will mark out.
I mean, we're kind of getting, if you really think about it, we're getting old Steen and Kevin Owens. It's just now, I love the Looney Tune aspect that they put with him, especially when they like punched Grayson Waller and Austin Theory in the face. Like, that was funny. Dumb humor. So, I'm all for the mask coming back.
Yeah. But right after that, you had Seth versus Drew with the World Heavyweight Championship match, which I know that I had a feeling that nothing was going to change there, and of course Seth retains. Match was okay.
The match, yeah, whatever. Wrong winner. I love Seth. The thing about Seth that I enjoy is him chasing a title.
Yeah.
Once he gets a title, it just doesn't, like, his chase to the titles are so amazing. It has character development and stuff through that, but like, I don't know. And then they put the back injury in there as an aspect, and I've lost interest in this. I was kind of hoping Shinsuke won it, and I was really hoping Drew was going to take it.
Yeah. Well, like I said, you know, I mean, it was a good match though, but I didn't really see Drew taking that title off of Seth. And honestly, I don't know where the whole picture for the World Heavyweight Championship is going for now. From here, that's to discuss down the road. But like I said, we've got Survivor Series in about a few weeks, and who knows what's going to be put on the line. But we do know we got the return of War Games.
I like this.
We are getting Survivor Series.
There you go.
Games, right?
Well, Survivor Series is in 3 weeks. I don't know what St. Louis is getting other than a Raw in February, I think, but that's about it.
You have no idea what the price for tickets are for that is.
I don't care because I'm not even going to go. I work on that night, so I don't care. Who cares? I don't know.
No,
I watch it on Hulu. It's a lot cheaper.
It is Mania prices, old Mania prices, $600 for front row.
What are we talking about?
We're talking about Raw, Monday Night Raw. Sorry, no 3-hour televised shows were $600 to be at. Sorry, bro. Sorry, I'm done.
Sorry, bro.
Now, how about the women's fatal 5-way?
Rhea.
I thank God that Rhea came out of that victorious. I really thought at one point, Zmiz, that we were going to see maybe a new champion. I mean, there was so much stacked against her, but she did come out ahead. And
I just read about this one because I missed this match. I went back and watched the other one. So Chase and I came in after this match happened. Is where we came in because I forgot about Crown Jewel this weekend, like automatically, like right away. It was Skylar, I think, that like was like, "Hey, bro, you watch the Crown Jewel?" And I'm like, "Oh crap!"
That would be a no.
Yeah, right.
You know,
no.
I just still had it in my mind that hey, look at that. No, I had it in my mind that it was in the evening. So.
We keep forgetting that Saudi Arabia was like on the other in the Eastern Hemisphere. Like,
I'm gonna go back and watch it because I heard it's a really good sequence at the end, like how Rhea retains.
Yeah, it's really good. You need to go back and watch that for certain. Then we get into John Cena versus Solo Sikoa, and just the greatest of all time just didn't have enough. So.
It'd be really great. Time out for a minute. If he got into a movie where he had to play a mute now, because Solo. No, dude, think about that character develop. Like, if he could bridge the character between wrestling and the movies, like his first mute, like he's still recovering from that, and it's like, I don't know. I'm sorry, John Cena. I just think it's cool that Paul Heyman made a whole thing around, John losing his vocals cords because of the spike.
Yeah.
Solos is so devastating. But
yeah. You could tell that was them giving Solo the rub finally to be brought up higher.
Oh, bro, it was a great match. Highly recommend this match to people. Like those two, I'm going to say it.
Most people are going to just see Solo in her,
I saw Umaga and John back in the day in that match.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I was picturing. It was awesome, and I'm so happy because I love Solo. So, like, it was a good match.
Hey, we've all heard stories about people being able to put on a match with a broomstick and get it over and everything. Hell, Solo was in there by himself, and nobody saw anything else.
Stop it.
Oh, Lord. You're lucky my sound effect machine is down, because you would have about 5 or 6 by now.
10. I'm working on it.
Moving on. How's that? What about this Logan Paul winning the U.S. title? Now, the whole thing, I mean, with that, now, trust me, to me, I think that was the match of the night. To me, I think it was. And credit, because there's a lot of clips going on, because when Ray did that springboard moonsault, he was short in his jump, and Logan actually went up, caught him.
Mad respect.
Yeah. Almost prevented Ray from being a human jart in the freaking canvas. muscled him up, and then power slammed him. Now that is impressive. I mean, also other things like the second rope fall away moonsault slam. That was impressive. But really, I now got to say this. Logan Paul does not need some freaking jabroni that's on his show to sneak him brass knucks. That's the only thing. He doesn't need that. He doesn't need it.
But
awesome.
as a heel,
I hate that I love Logan Paul. I hate that I love that man.
As a heel, though, that's the only way that made sense to keep him strong as a heel. Definitely.
I mean, you mean being an arrogant douche nozzle is not making anybody a heel? I mean, that's enough as it is. So,
oh, look at this jobber here, Tyler Cooley. Get out of here!
He is not.
Get out of here, bro. Ray didn't need that title. Thank God that Logan Paul took it. I cannot wait because we can't skip ahead right now. But there's the reason another match does something. I can't wait for a soon-to-be feud.
Yeah, I mean, no, congratulations, and it also makes you wonder how often we're going to see Logan Paul now. So, will he be on more regularly? So,
I still hate that I like that man right now in wrestling. You put him, Austin Theory. Bro, you put him, Austin Theory, and Grayson Waller in like a trio group.
Oh, man.
Those three guys would be the greatest jabronis, douchebags. Oh, my God, it'd be so good.
Oh, no. Like, I was talking to somebody else here today. Oh, let's put Bad Bunny in that mix, too. Let's just be the four horsemen. What?
Bad Bunny hasn't done anything wrong. Put Shane O'Mac's son. There you go.
We were walking.
Look at the Marine Street posse that actually gets over.
We were walking into 4-foot in, and also we took a step and went down into the 12-foot in. Wasn't
that Shane's group, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure I remembered.
Let's get on to this here. How about Io versus Bianca? And to me, happy to see the return of Kairi Sane, but all up, seems like she's with Io now, helping out Io, and she's wanting to be in the mix with Io. She came back as a freaking badass, a heel.
Thank you, WWE, for just going ahead with long-term storyline. Look, they put a pin in it. They kicked her out of there, and the way they kicked her out of there, they're bringing her back in a group, a faction.
Oh, dude, my God, man! It makes me wonder what's it going to be for Damage Control. Is Kairi going to put a riff with Io to break away from Bayley? Is it?
There's too much in that group anyway. When you check
Black Lotus, let's get a Black Lotus reunion.
Lord, that'd be awesome.
And then you add Dakota for the fourth person right now, because what's her? Who's the other lady that was part of that group in Lucha Underground? Oh, why can't I think of her name?
I can't think of it either.
Give me a second.
But Dakota becomes the fourth lady in it, dude. That faction would be sick. With Asuka, you have three of the four there. Like, just pull the trigger.
I was surprised at Kairi coming back and helping out Io and coming back as a new image and mixing with Io's image, and that is badass. Love it.
I'm pumped for it.
Let's go with it. Yeah, I'm looking to see what's going on with that.
Black Lotus is one of them. Angela Fong, and then Mayu Iwatani.
Yeah. There was rumors at one time they were trying to get her.
Apparently, she's listed as a member of the group, though. So,
yeah.
Oh my gosh, I know I'm missing probably a match before the main event, but let's just go ahead and just get to
you had Cody versus.
Oh yeah.
Damian Priest.
Oh, that's right. Thank you.
Which was.
How can I forget? Because. Can I just not say that is his song like the most infectious sing-along entrance song of like
Jodi?
Almost all time?
Yeah.
Not just today, but like all time. Saudi Arabia, you go over to UK, I mean, anywhere you go, and when they go to Australia in February, they're gonna be blasting it there with those Aussie voices. It's gonna get loud.
I can't wait, dude.
Kingdom was like the biggest. It surpasses Judas. Sorry, Jericho, but it surpasses Judas with no doubt. So,
I mean, the only thing different is like we gotta still respect that Seth literally has had his. It doesn't get all the time, but he's had his legitly sung before by the crowd. So
it's finally
middle of the promo.
It's finally good that they got something like that going. They used to have it back in the day with Jim Johnston, and they haven't had anything like that lately, with the themes. So,
glorious. Shinsuke's original. Come on, please, bro.
Glorious was good.
If Vince would have rode that train for Bobby Roode all the way to we could have seen a great Bobby Roode story because very underappreciated wrestler.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Now let's go talk the main event. Stop talking about this. We're sidetracked. Talk about the main event.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Okay, hey.
Roman Reigns.
Next week, Ruby, real quick. Next week, theme song discussion.
Okay, sure.
I'm in.
Roman Reigns, LA.
Actual themes, not the.
Okay, moving on. Roman Reigns, LA Knight. Shut it. Thank you.
Thank God Roman won. No, I'm sad that LA. I would love to see it, but here's the reason. Now I'm okay with it. I really want to see an LA Knight Logan Paul feud. And Logan Paul just be kind of a transition. Not even a transition. Give him Logan Paul a couple months. But like LA Knight's the dude that takes it off of him.
Yeah. It could be. I mean he is like the hottest trending superstar in WWE right now.
4th month in a row, top seller.
Yes. So he's going to have to get a reward somewhere. Does he get a reward at the Rumble or does he get a reward at WrestleMania? So
I mean,
it's got to be one of those two.
Crown Jewel did show us that he can go. Like, and the crowd was behind him. Every time he hits, man, they were like, yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah. Like,
yeah, of course.
So
I'm thinking about it. I see him winning the Rumble possibly, but not going after Roman. Going after Seth.
I'd be okay with that too.
While, like I've been predicting, Cody goes after Roman.
Because he wins the Elimination Chamber.
Right. Yeah, I mean, so it's one of those things. Because I still see Cody being the one to be first.
Damn it! Now I want to see Cody win the Elimination Chamber.
Getting so far ahead of ourselves.
We're so into sidearm booking. Let's take it to the Midwest shows now.
Yeah,
wins.
We're going all over the place, aren't we? All right, so how about we do this? We got about a 2.5 minute video. When we come back of the upcoming promotions, take a look at what we're going on here, and then when we get back, we will have Jodi on here for you guys.
Jodi.
So
yeah, Jodi, not Beauty, like somebody's been saying.
Oh Lord, yes.
Not so cool. Take us out, Ruby.
Tyler. Here you go. We'll be back, guys.
Check out these great shows and appearances coming to a city near you. Mid-States Wrestling makes a return to the Relics Event Center in Springfield, Missouri on Saturday, November 11th as they present Veterans Day Slam. The Fraternity, Astonishing Austin Molitalo, and the Smoking Ace Luke Langley are scheduled to be in action defending their championships. Tickets start at $15 with doors opening at 6 p.m. and a bell time of 7 p.m. Tickets are available at both Premier Law locations, online at mswtickets.com, or by calling 858-848-SLAM. Saturday, November 11th, Illinois Elite Wrestling presents Fight for Honor at the Granite City Elks Lodge, located at 4801 Maryville Road. Doors open at 5 p.m. with a bell time of 6 p.m. IEW Heavyweight Champion War, Kato, and Brandon Espinosa are scheduled to be in action. Door prices are $15 for adults, $5 for kids. Children under 5 and military veterans with valid ID get it free. To save money on adult tickets, purchase them in advance by going to IllinoisEliteWrestling.ticketleap.com. New Breed Wrestling comes back to Sedalia, Missouri with a huge card on Saturday, November 18th at the Liberty Convention Hall located at 1500 West 3rd Street. Don't miss the long-anticipated rematch in the main event as nothing neater Derek Jeter looks to regain the NBW Heavyweight Championship from Dr. Ison. Plus, many other top stars will be in action. Ticket prices are $25 for VIP, general admission $13. Doors open at 5 p.m. with a bell time of 6 p.m. Don't miss out on this awesome event. Saturday, November 18th, St. Louis Anarchy returns with a big card at the House of Anarchy located 405 East 4th Street in Alton, Illinois. Don't miss the next test for Gateway Heritage champion Derek Neal as he defends the title against Aaron Williams. Pre-event party starts at 6 p.m. and the main show starting at 7 p.m. For more information on additional matches on the card as well as ticket availability and prices, visit STLanarchy.com. Saturday, November 25th, IWA Productions returns to the IWA Event Center located at 521 Perkins Street in Mount Vernon, Illinois, and they present Survival of the Fittest. Your main event features a 5-on-5 elimination match as the boys in the Monstars square off against BYT. Doors open at 6 p.m. with a bell time of 7 p.m. Ticket prices are $12 for front row and $7 for general admission. We'll see you there. Remember, fans, without you in the seats, there is no wrestling. Make sure you make plans to attend these shows, and we'll see you at ringside.
Oh, that's shrapnel.
Boy, those shows are heating up, ain't they? I might have to get back into the action somewhere.
And I just want to kick him right now, just square in the Jimmy. I just want to kick him.
Let me see if that's possible. Hold on.
What a load of bunk.
Yeah, hang on to that dream, pal. And take a picture of it while you can, because you know it's all going to go up in smoke with today's economy. Just saying, buddy. Just saying. All right. Enjoy it while you can. And enjoy this while you can, because we're getting ready to add another screen to your feed here tonight, everybody. Tonight's guest comes to us straight here from the Midwest, has been wrestling around the area for about 4 years or so. And he has worked his way to the point here where he has made his stake in IEW, that's Illinois Elite Wrestling, and is their current Midwest champion. Please give it up for Jodi Ultra, everybody.
Oh, yeah. Listen, I just got done live streaming for 2 hours. Partying with my people, getting ready for this moment. You understand? Getting ready for this moment. I joined you for a little bit. Let's go. The ticket selling, check milking, human highlight film, Sis Wilkins, the attitude, the pulse of the generation, the one, how the 99 Dapper Don, Jodi Ultra is on Falls Count Everywhere podcast, aka Falls Count Everywhere Jodi.
Nice.
Woo,
nice.
We'll let it slide. That was good.
That's nice, man. And I took a little bit of a peek at your pre-show party, and throwing some rhymes down with our name in it, man. So yeah, checks in the mail. You gotta check it out.
You gotta check it out. The stream is still up. The pre-show party is still up, man. Check out those rhymes. I made sure I name dropped the hottest show in the Midwest.
Ooh, look at that.
Yeah, there you go. I love it. Hey, wait about 2 or 4 weeks for that check to clear. Okay, so we are on, man. We are live. We are lit. We are live, and Herb Sims is in the house here from SICW, and we've got a lot of Jeff is in the house here as well. Tyler Cooley. We've got Dean in the house, man. We got a lot of people in the house here tonight, and we're getting people viewing in. Like I said, all your comments, questions, whatever, it's in our live chat. We will look at it. And there's something that you want to say, something that you want to ask, that chat is for all of you. So make sure that you take part in that. And we're going to keep this party rolling here. And to kick off with our questionnaires here, we got the Gem City Mouth, who's part of IEW, who's going to roll with your first one there, Jodi.
Oh, yes. Jodi, it's such a pleasure to have you, my friend. You and I have been hanging out backstage, talking, getting to know each other, getting to know ins and outs and stuff. We never got to talk about, the start. I'm a nerd for wrestling. I love wrestling in all aspects. Obviously, you do, too, because you're a showmanship yourself, so you've watched. how did you get into wrestling, and like what got you captivated about, taking your love of wrestling maybe from a kid standpoint to, now being 4 years in the business?
We have enough time, right?
Hell yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
All right, we still gonna keep it sweet though. So, of course, just like all of you, I watched it as a kid. Fell in love with it. But at the same time, I never knew that I can do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never knew this was possible. I used to think watching it as a kid, it was just like, you know how like you see your favorite athlete and like you don't really see them on an uprise. You just see them just on TV out of nowhere. They're just superstars. You know what I'm saying? So as a kid, when you see that, it's like when you're seeing Superman, it's like you don't really see the makeshift of that character. You just see them live in effect. So like, I never knew that you could actually do this. You know what I'm saying? But like back to like watching it as a kid, like I remember like me and my little brother, we used to put on matches as a kid in this certain room called the big room and whatnot. And I remember like every time after Monday Night Raw, we'll put on a show, and then my grandma, she'd be getting off of work around 11 o'clock. So we'll make sure like we'll have everything down pat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess I was calling spots early, you know what I'm saying? Like, but we'll make sure, everything was down packed, and she'll come home and she'll actually sit there and watch. She'd be tired coming home from work, you know what I'm saying, after working damn near 10 hours, but she always made sure she sat there and watched, you know what I'm saying? So, of course, I grew up. High school happened, I ended up getting into girls, other little mishaps that happened. So, like, watching wrestling became like obsolete. I was too distracted. I was playing sports, wasn't worried about it at all. I remember like probably like seeing it from afar. I'm like, oh wow, that's still on. So like then I remember me having my son, and I was with my baby's mother, and her grandma would have it on. So I walk inside the living room, and once again, I'm like, wow, this is still on. And I never been to a show, ever. Never been to a show. And she was like, I got some tickets, because she was kind of older, so she didn't really go to shows anymore. She was like, I got some tickets. Do you want to go? So I'm like, yeah, I go. I went to that show. I kid you not. I fell in love with it all over again. Like hearing the impact, like hearing the crowd, seeing the superstars. I wouldn't remember what show it was, but like I fell in love with it all over again, to the point where I was watching it. I fell back in tune with it. That was around, I can give you a time, probably around 2016, 17-ish, around that time. And I think that was like almost like comparing to what was like happening before, because I did a lot of research. I believe this was like almost like a mini golden era towards wrestling, because you got the Shield coming up and stuff like that. So, and Bray Wyatt, the Wyatt family. So I'm getting introduced to that at the time. And I just fell in love with it. And then for the story to turn a little bit dark, I fell into some depression. And I ended up going to a local show. I seen Cody Rhodes. This is about the time he was doing like the whole Bullet Club tour run thing or whatnot. And that was my first independent show. I didn't know wrestling was independent. I didn't know any of that. I just thought it was just WWE or nothing, Then I started learning about New Japan, Ring of Honor. I started, really learning about that stuff. That was interesting. And then I found out that I wanted to try it myself. It was to the point where I was in depression, and I kind of fall into this mode where it's like, if I feel like certain people done gave up on me, I have this type of attitude like, you gonna see me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna see me. At that time, it was my like only gateway to get some aggression out, because I couldn't do anything else, because I'm getting older. I got a son. I can't really do what I was doing before. I had to get my aggression out and art out at the same time. So I ended up finding a company that was local. I ended up meeting them through the show I was at. And I seen it. I couldn't believe it at first. I was like, I don't believe you guys wrestle or whatnot. That story probably get told, you know what I'm saying, later. But I ended up getting invited to a company. And then ever since then, I haven't stopped. I've been getting my work off ever since. So like, that's what truly got me in the business. Like, my story is kind of unorthodox a little bit, but that's my story.
I mean, mine's no different, man. I'm just a nerd guy that like to talk wrestling and talk about wrestling. And RCW came to Quincy for the first time, and we Talk Wrestling took me there. So like,
yeah,
we made it known here in town about it because it was just a bunch of local guys, and then I got hooked up with Doug and them. So I thought jump in the same way.
Yeah, I thought the phrase, like, you know how, like, the whole cliche phrase, like, something saved your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you hear it, like, wrestling saved my life or music saved my life. I will call it a cliche, and I can't call it a cliche no more because, like, I'm living it. You know what I'm saying?
Right here. Wrestling was my go-to when I was sad, depressed, upset. Yeah, dude, the storytelling, the super big life characters, like, it was nothing better. It's such an adrenaline rush.
No, yeah, 100% same here with that. So we found out when you got introduced that you have the gift for gab, definitely. But let's talk about your wrestling styles. What styles do you tend to gravitate towards more when you compete inside the ring? And for those styles, what legends in the ring did you get the motivation for?
This is tricky because at the same time, like, I can name them, but I don't want people to look for it. You know what I'm saying? But since tonight is the night and we're going to be open about it, I'm going to give y'all that. So it's like, I always gravitated towards like guys like Eddie Guerrero, Ricky Steamboat. I ended up doing a lot of research on like guys like Ricky Steamboat, Owen Hart, and but the number one guy, you know what I'm saying, that I don't want to say, you know, I try to imitate it, but it's the aura. I try to imitate the aura, the captivating energy of this guy, and that's like The Rock. And I feel like, you know, it's more steps to take, but like that'll be like the guy that's like that made Jodi Ultra who he is. Not too much. I try to high fly, but I like finesse more than anything. I feel like I get booked into like a high flyer category just because of my size. But like I really like finesse more than anything. Like I really want to hurt somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm really like that. I hit really hard with finesse. So it's like making danger look beautiful. And I feel like that's what The Rock did. Right.
I mean, like I said, we know what your build is, and like I said, you're described as, high flying, but yet you're also hard hitting.
Right.
Throw the technical, mix. Put those technical aspects into play with your offense. And then your counter offense and anything else of that nature. Because a well-rounded wrestler, such as like an Eddie Guerrero, such as like a Dean Malenko, such as like a Chris Benoit. Some people. I have to say his name because his skill pretty much spoke for itself.
Hey, we going there tonight. We having that type of show tonight.
Yeah. So, it's so you got to put a lot. You got to give yourself all the weapons that's possible. We're not going to have every weapon that we want to have, but what we do have, make sure we make proper use of our arsenal. know.
Have you seen a Jodi Ultra? The dude is a weapon.
I try to make myself as a Swiss Army blade knife. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of options, a lot of ways to, you know what I'm saying, to get things done.
Like Justin Poole said, totally almost kicked his head off. By the way, Justin Poole is still looking for a tag team partner. Just throwing that out there.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that.
Oh man, yeah, I bet.
No.
I bet, man. So, so kind of getting back to where you got into, we talked about who inspired you, what you feel your styles are after. So when you taking you back when you got into the business, you finally broke that plane. So where did you go? Who were you trained by? How long did it take? How much training did you actually gain, or how much training did you do before you got your first match? And then what memories of your first match and whatever in the best part about your training has stuck with you to help carry you through your performance today?
A lot of people not gonna like this.
This is everywhere. This is anything.
But I worked for it, and I deserve to tell this story, and I'm still working hard. But CHWA gave me my first shot.
Okay.
But it didn't take much to get inside that ring. Get what I'm saying?
I get you.
So it's like, let's rewind a little bit. When I was like, when I found out about independent wrestling, I was making my rounds. I was inboxing a lot of promotions. Ricky Cruz was one of them. Jake Dearden was one of them. This is back 2016, 17. Like, I was like, I had something going on in my head called like the Road to Dynamo. That was like the place where I wanted to like initially start. That was the first place I found out about in Missouri. So like my mind was like focused on that and whatnot. So CHWA gave me a shot because I wasn't getting no replies back from those guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, it's no shade, but like it is what it is. That's, you know what I'm saying? I can imagine a fan or like, you know what I'm saying, somebody just messaging somebody just wanting to do something and then like they don't really show up, or I get that type of stuff. But I put it like this: by the grace of God and my skill and how I am, I flowed through with it and I did all the right things by just getting thrown in the mix. Because I emulated what I seen growing up. I knew, common sense. I knew not to really knock your head off. You know what I'm saying? I knew that. You know what I'm saying? So like, they gave me a shot and I took it and I ran with it and I showed up and I showed out. That's a fact. So I was granted, I was busting my ass off. I ended up winning a championship. And in the process of that, you know what I'm saying, by me steady showing up, I was able to be trained by like guys like Chris Exodus. I did some rounds with like L Ride. I know you guys know them. I joined a wrestling company, a promotion out of town, MPG. I ended up Jared Kripke, who's on the Wrestlers Netflix show, Excalibur. A lot of out of town training that I got, a lot of seminars. So like I was thirsty for a lot of training. Because that's expensive. I didn't know, by me just entering the business, I didn't know, wrestling seminars or like wrestling training was expensive. So I kind of had to soak it up on the, on the fly. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I made sure, I at least joined seminars and always was around the top guys to always learn from them. That I get pulled to the side. We having training before and after matches and stuff like that. So like big ups to guys like Chris Exodus, PT Beckham, Excalibur, Jared Kripke, locker room guys like Nate Steele, just a lot of knowledge everywhere. So I thank them for sure. What was the other part of the question?
actually, I'm going to flow right into mine with mine a little bit because, like, I agree with you. And, like, this is no disrespect to how it was done. And I can't even say that. I can't stand the whole, like, backyard wrestler thing stick.
Yeah.
Okay? And here's why. Like, even if you go to the schools now, which is great, and that's what I recommend. I'm not condoning one or discondoning one. I think both are very valid ways of doing things, right? Some of us just take it up the hard knock way. The nice thing about the way you did it, in my opinion, and this goes for other guys that could call themselves backyard wrestlers, okay? I'm speaking from the heart.
Right.
If you're doing it that way, you're finding the ones that are good, the bad, all that kind of stuff, because you're thirsty for it. You're thirsty for the knowledge. Just because I can't go take a $2,500 check to a wrestling school and be like, hey, right now I want to wrestle. Let's go. Let's do it. I want to be in there, train all day. Yeah. I would love to do that. Things get in the way. But, like, going that way, too, it's very valid. You might not get as far.
Right.
But, damn, it's still vindicated.
And like,
it's a love, a passion.
I didn't want to take that route either.
No, I understand, but I'm in that same, like, ballpark in my sense. I don't have the money to go spend it, but learning from all these different peoples, Rick Ruby, all those guys that, worked but didn't, unfortunately, like the multiple brass rings, right? You're grabbing brass rings in Illinois Elite Wrestling. Like, we love you. I do. I think you're a great talent.
Me too.
But that hard knock way, how did you, like, pick who you clung to and, like, learn from and sucked more, because that's what it is. It's a give back system. All of our knowledge down the pipe. It doesn't matter if you went to the wrestling school. It didn't matter if you just watched on TV or learned it. Like, all that information got put in there. Who and what, veterans, what seminars, who were you really bouncing off of and trying to, like, navigate the pipeline with?
Luckily, I came into this business not a kid. I came in around 27, 28-ish, going to my 30s. So I didn't come in as a kid. I came in with the common sense of knowing that I couldn't come in with an ego. I had to come in as a sponge. I got to learn from the people who I look up to, that's in my circle or who's in front of me. I had to look up to who's the best, who's around. I had to, make sure I had ties in with the top guys in the company, like, and just by studying from afar. So, like, just before I'm a very calculated guy. So, like, before I even, like, jumped into this, I did my homework. I looked at everybody's footage. I remember seeing Doug O'Shea just randomly. I remember looking at everybody's stuff. I remember and saying, like, I think I can beat him. I think I can do better than that. I think I can. But that, that's me. So, like, I made sure I gravitated to guys like, Chris Exodus, P.T. Beckham. I was really thirsty for knowledge from Ricky Cruz. Like, hopefully that can still be a thing. Damian Blade. Just, guys like that that's locally around here, like, I like those guys. But like I said at first, Jared Kripke, that was the guy who, like, really handed me a lot of keys. So I owe him a lot. I owe guys like TJ Adams for even introduced me to this business. So, like, without him, I wouldn't even be here.
Nice.
A lot of people talk a lot of crap about TJ, but I'm here. Jodi Ultra. It wouldn't be no Jodi Ultra if it wasn't for TJ. That's a fact. But I'm still continuing, answer your question some more. I'm still continuing to find more guys to soak more knowledge from. Playboy Double H, like, he had time training me and telling me this and that. Like, I soaked up that. GQ, you had times where you had your hands in some things. But I got something, I'm gonna say that for later for you, GQ, but, like, yeah, hopefully that answer your question.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should be scared yet or not, but
no, you gotta be scared. I just gotta put you on the hot seat real quick.
But I mean, first chance I saw you work in the ring was the return from COVID, as I'll call it, over in Centerville. I thought you had a lot of great talent then, and you keep proving it right now. Definitely.
Yeah.
So what I'll get into on that, since you became the IEW Midwest champion, and are there any other notable achievements that you had in this business that equals or even greater than that you would put on the pedestal, at least somewhere near it?
Been in the business like 4 years. The small amount of time, I call it many people probably call it the Cinderella story. And like, I'm probably going to turn a lot of people off, but hey, it is what it is. But I'm just the right choice with a lot of things. I bust my ass off. I got the charisma. I can talk my ass off. I can work my ass off. Like, I'm a superstar. I really feel that. So like, I've been granted. I worked for a lot of things. I ended up grabbing my first championship was the 24/7 championship. And then I ended up grabbing the USA title, CHWA United States Championship, another winning Rookie of the Year at CHWA, and at the same time winning another Rookie of the Year out in Indiana, winning the tag team championships out there. To another company, winning a Lifeline championship over there. Then they switched the company over, and then I won the JICW Cruiserweight Championship over there. And this is through a span of 3 years. And that fourth year, it's hard for me to count like 4 years because we had that COVID year, that 2020 year kind of cut things short, especially around Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
But what I did, and I give myself a lot of credit for this, and maybe a good look back on, but I took my talents out to Indiana. So you're going to hear me, drop Indiana a lot, Jerry Crippy a lot, because I ended up going there, and how they rules were set up, they were allowed to run wrestling shows. So I brought home like a lot of gold. I was still putting, the Midwest on my back, doing this and that. So, but the IEW Midwest Championship is probably the most important championship because it's no secret that I was let go from a company, and I felt I was blackballed. You know how people talk behind the scenes, but I don't want to dampen on that too much. But I had to find my way back in the scene. I didn't think I was gonna be able to wrestle again. IEW messaged me. They gave me that call. So like IEW, this championship, this whole situation is like redemption. You know what I'm saying? So like this championship right here gotta be the most important, because like this, like, to circle back to what I said before, like, how I said, like, when I first entered the business, like I was kind of granted things just because of the look and the charisma, and I was kind of granted things. This right here, I feel like I actually bust my ass for. I actually earned this. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And people knew why I earned this. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people was riding with me on that journey. So this right here is this number one right now.
You made Zmiz a believer.
Yeah, I was going to say, you definitely proved that hard work actually gets you to that goal.
Right.
Speaking of gold, Ruby.
Oh my goodness! Oh, are we there already? I think we are. We are there already. Holy crap! Well, how about we're gonna take that segues right into one of our favorite segments of the week, guys. Yes, that's right. Here we go. There you go.
Solid go.
It's Wrestling's Gold Memes, everybody, and
what is this?
I'm gonna love how this starts out here tonight. I'm going to love it. Me personally, I'm going to love how it's going to start out. Because we're talking about, maybe some people who are not keen on maybe what we say. Things get said once, back and forth between some people. And we all have our opinions. And also maybe some other people don't like how other people, their actions inside the ring. So tonight, this is for you. This is for you, as we toast with a nice big tall glass of Haterade. Everybody, Haterade.
That's for you, Tyler Cooley.
Yeah, a lot of people be sipping on that haterade.
Sipping it. They're mixing it with a lot of booze and doing shots all night long with it.
Why do I want like Austin Theory and Grayson Waller's face just up there?
And by 5 a.m. you have a good you have a good story for the road. So there you go, buddy. Somebody don't like me right now. It's all right.
Hey, shout out Tyler Cooley. Y'all don't like Tyler Cooley?
Oh no!
Oh no, I love Tyler. Whoa, pump the brakes! Speaking of haterade, put it away, David. No, Tyler's our boy.
Yeah, shout out Tyler. He was at the party.
There you go. No, Tyler's all good. He just doesn't like some of the antics I used in the ring, but you know.
Tyler's been just having issues finding work ever since he got let go by WWE when he was no longer Dink the Clown. So,
oh wow,
stop it!
Stop. You got to be this tall to ride the ride.
So, sometimes Tyler doesn't like how you just have to win a match by taking a corner.
You know.
Hey, any means need.
That's right. Sometimes it's by any means necessary. Shout out Farouk. Anyway.
Damn.
Here we go. So WWE events ladder match and OSHA.
That's not how you're supposed to use them, guys.
That's right. Oh.
Hey, that's how a lot of guys was looking when I won the championship.
Nah, shoot. I hey, you know what? Some people, they must have said too much on that haterade. You know,
salty.
They're belching up that Gatorade. So
Tyler's tried all the flavors too.
Cotton candy.
Wow.
Oh, well, let's see. Well, your neck is killing you, but that Texas Roadhouse gift card isn't going to spend itself.
I seen that earlier.
Oh, dude. Made me hack our lung up there. Oh, that's so good.
Shout out Texas Roadhouse.
Them rolls, man. Them rolls. I'm sorry.
Our Texas Roadhouse sucks.
He had a birthday there and everything, and he fell off that little thing, so...
I would almost pay to see somebody try to get that autographed.
I am on that.
Yeah, we should have had that.
That's a great photo.
We should have had this in April, so we brought it to the FanFest.
Ruby, send me a copy of that. Michael, we'll get that signed.
Oh my! I just love how he's got the cowboy hat on top of the halo.
That's gold. That's gold.
JBL is one of the greatest.
Samoa Joe is still not impressed. So I mean,
the meme that just keeps on giving.
Just
Samoa Joe said, "Damn the move."
Oh,
every Christopher Daniels is looking back at him like, "Dude, I'm not gonna get caught."
That's the most.
That's a great photo
thing ever. I'm gonna have to do that to JB.
There you go.
I'm gonna have to do that.
There you go.
He's like, he does that all the time. I wouldn't doubt it. I would not.
It's like literally in his arsenal.
My God, take your own fall, bro.
It makes me wish like WWE would go back to games that like where you had a taunt as a move.
Yeah,
you remember when you could put the taunt as the move, so like it would do something like that, would stop them, and then you could like hit him or do something. They should put that back in the game so that you could do that move.
Yeah, psych. That's awesome. Oh, let's see our next one. Oh yeah, here we go. Bobby Hill is commissioner. Not every match needs to go 20 plus.
Oh my God. Oh, preach, Bobby, preach.
But you know what?
Wait a minute. Why do I get a young Larry Wolf?
Hey, better leave Larry alone, man. Larry gonna slap you.
But wait, there's more.
Yeah, that's right. Because if those indie wrestlers could read, they'd be very upset.
Taking shots.
Oh wow.
Oh my gosh.
Alan, Alan, you need to watch this, Alan.
Wow, that's too funny.
This one's just giving. Oh, that was good. That was good.
Keep on giving.
And we've got one more here for you tonight. Remember Brad Taylor from Home Improvement? Yeah, this is him now.
So he turned into a full-time beast.
Is it a full-time beat?
Beast.
Nothing but sipping on steroids and Viagra. So
he finally bust out the sleeves.
No, he did.
Oh, that's great. I've been watching Home Improvement actually. No lie, it's on Disney Plus.
What a show, man! What a show that was.
Classic.
Yeah, Tim Allen was great in that. I'll tell you. Oh. Yeah. That's this week's gold memes here for you, everybody. So
that was good. That was good. Ruby, you really came out.
I like that.
And it really flowed with the haterade.
Tyler's probably going to have a different opinion of that. So,
he just has to drink more haterade. That's it.
Drink more haterade.
Tyler,
deep down hater thirst.
Hey man, Tyler, you better speak up, Tyler.
Hey, yeah. I don't know. What time? Well, let's see. Well, can we get haterade by Saturday? I want to see if there's any way to order haterade.
Is there some? I
don't know.
I'm on it. Hold on.
Echo?
There's probably. You can find it on Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon Prime will get it overnight.
If not, it's on Etsy.
What about
it's on Etsy?
Yeah, Temu has it for sure. There's some little Chinese company somewhere.
It might be off brand, but it's going to come.
You don't even get it at Save-A-Lot. That's how off brand it is.
Wait for it. Hold on. I gotta get this out of the. There we go.
Echo, stop. Okay.
What?
Sometimes, and GQ would understand. Sometimes Echo just talks too damn much. Shut up.
Did we turn your Echo?
No, it was
your Echo's trying to order you some haterade.
It's a haterade bottle. You can refill it.
You can refill
it. Oh my god. We need haterade bottles with FC Falls Count everywhere.
One thing is gonna get y'all rich is that bottle right there.
We'll just throw it Tyler Cooley.
Hold on. Tyler, you do not have to buy one. We will give you one for free. You'll keep refilling it all night long. So,
hey man,
GQ, that's funny.
GQ, I'm gonna tell you, man, leave Tyler alone.
That first bottle's on us. So just got to keep refilling it. Oh
Tyler's
man,
my homie.
So that leads to me near here. So, Jodi, if there's one thing on your mind or your heart that you feel that needs to spill out in regards to the wrestling world that you feel that would change the landscape of today's wrestling, I'm sure there's probably several things, but if there's one key thing, what would it be?
Let me circle back because I said I was gonna let GQ know this. I remember one time we had a meeting. You know what I'm saying, before a wrestling show. GQ was giving I guess one of his famous speeches about, you know what I'm saying, this and that about the business, and I was listening. I was soaking it all up. And you said you was like looking around the room and you pointed towards like you was like guys like this are the future. You said guys like this are the future. Guys like this are the future. That's what you said. But that finger wasn't pointed at me. And that's one thing I put back in my little file cabinet in my head that I was like, he wasn't talking about me. He wasn't saying, you know, and I get, you know what I'm saying, you probably was, you know what I'm saying, trying to say, but you wasn't looking at me. You was looking at a certain somebody. And I'm not going to say it hurt my feelings, but it made me aware. So, like, you helped put a battery in my back, especially, you know what I'm saying, that was almost a downtime for me. And, like, you put a certain battery in my back. You know what I'm saying? So, like, shout out to you, but at the same time, how dare you by not trying to call me the future of this business. But
the reason why I didn't say it then was because you were already there.
Already there. I feel you. But like, that's something I wanted to let you know.
Your momentum was already going. You didn't need that kick up a little bit. Others did at that time, or just needed to be reminded that there are still people out there that thinks favorably about all of you guys to begin with.
Right.
But what I saw, you were willing to go out there and bust your ass, which you did a lot of times.
Right.
I mean, you got hurt a few times. That I remember. And you kept going, though, still too.
Right.
I needed to see also, without that motivation, with you already having that momentum going upward, what you were going to do next.
Right.
I knew the other ones that I pointed out were going to continue to keep working hard, and they're proving it day after day now, still too. But you were already up there. You took a break, but you built yourself back up to where you're at right now.
You want me to tell you what you did that day also? Which made the beast today. You were somebody that didn't stroke my ego. I came in this business, a lot of guys stroking my ego. You know what I'm saying? At that moment, I was like, wow. I'm not being, you know what I'm saying? That opened my eyes, and like that's type of stuff that I need. That's why I say it's a battery in my back. So it's not really a diss towards you, but it was an eye opener. It's like he picked this guy, but he didn't look at me. You know what I'm saying? So I used that. And
the
I
other
thank
thing
you for
though
that.
too is you never said once where you had an ego. You never proved that you had or showed that you had ego of any kind whatsoever.
Right.
And you were still doing good. You're still out there working good. You didn't need to say, hey, I'm better here. You know, that's the other reason why it's on that too.
Yeah. But answer that question some more. Like, this wrestling world needs more Jodi Ultra. It needs more Jodi Ultra. You know what I'm saying? It needs more me. Simple as that. Because it's time. It's time. It's no more. I end up finding out also, like, I'm the only one that's holding me back. And once I finally move myself out the way, this wrestling world needs more Jodi Ultra. And I think a lot of people agree with that. And the people who don't agree with it, you know what I'm saying, they in a space where they kind of don't matter. They're just going to have to deal with it. That makes sense?
No, yeah, it does. And you got to think about one thing, though. When you had an incident, a personal incident that happened, remember, if I didn't
the
have
house fire.
You, yeah, if I didn't have respect for you at the time, I would have reached out to see what I could do to try to do.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a tough time. That was, you know, more, you know what I'm saying, batteries in the back, you know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't, you know, if we can tell now, you know what I'm saying, like, that's over where it happened. And, you know, I wrestled through it. Wrestling, you know, helped take my mind away from that and just helped me keep on building, you know. So, and I appreciate, you know what I'm saying, I remember a lot. You know what I'm saying? You gave me a lot of knowledge that I still remember. You and your crew. And that's a fact.
See what I'm hearing him say right now is what we've been preaching for a while. This wrestling world needs more healing, more more positive energy, and that's what you bring to wrestling, my dude.
Yeah.
Literally, like I've felt it around you. You bring positivity, you bring energy, you bring this whole like. I'm a damn sponge. I'm always sitting there listening, talking. I don't care if it takes me 10 years or 6 months. I'm gonna weasel my way up in the ranks of wrestling and learn from all the greats and all the people that I've enjoyed watching create these stories, these dynasties. And I'm a backstage guy. Like, I want to learn about how we book it, why we booking it, why we're doing this. So that's why I love being able to work in Illinois Elite Wrestling and do some of the backstage stuff that I've been doing with you and all the other guys. With that being said, in Illinois Elite Wrestling, tell us and walk us through this match with you and Johnny Banks at Fight for Honor. Like, what does this match mean to you? We all know you take him. You got this. But there's a brotherhood here.
It's a brotherhood. Oh, it's most definitely a brotherhood. Like, like the piece of crap in your family that you love no matter what. You guys have that? You guys have that?
Yeah.
That piece of crap in your family that you love. I remember when I first entered the business, I told myself, I want to hate that guy. Whatever I was building, whatever character that I was, moisturing up, I was like, I want to hate that guy. You know what I'm saying? He got that... he had that punchable face.
That's all I'm thinking.
He got a punchable face. He had a punchable face, and I was like, that's like the face that's punchable in wrestling. That's gonna help this character tell his story. Like, that's how my mind worked at that time. But over time, we became close. Like he's a cool guy. I ended up learning a lot of stuff from him too, because we traveled. When I was going off to Indiana. You know what I'm saying? It's only a small percentage who was going off, around that COVID time to go wrestle and still, Johnny Banks was one of those. You know what I'm saying? We was on the road. We was on the road a lot. So, like, he got a special place in my heart. But he's a piece of crap. And just like a piece of crap family member, you gotta love him sometimes,
Put him down.
But what he did, because I don't know if you guys seen the promo. But it was beautiful. It was cute. It was a little nostalgic there. He tried to put in our first big match, which was both our first big matches of our career. John Holt, I forgot the number, probably like 6. I forgot what number they on now, but it was like one of those. And arguably, that was the best match of the weekend. It was thumbtacks, bacon sheets, brass knuckles. A guy like me shouldn't even be in that type of match that early in my career. You know what I'm saying? But that shot me and him. I don't know if that was by design. Don't get me wrong. I don't know if this was by design, but that shot me and him off to like a higher level. So after that match, I ended up becoming the United States champion. He ended up becoming the heavyweight champion. You know what I'm saying? So like that night proved that we were guys. We were the guys. So we have a history. And like I said, the little video package he put together, it was cute. But one thing that he needed to talk about though, since he wanted to kind of be nostalgic and whatnot, let's kind of be all the way nostalgic. Me and him have wrestled for like 4 companies, span of 4 years. Johnny Banks has never, ever beat me at all those promotions. He never. So like this whole big match thing that he's trying to do, like this whole this is my last match. I know what it's really about. It's not no whole. I want you for this big, because I'm big match Jodi. Of course you want that. But what he's trying to do, and I'm gonna go ahead and call him out for it, and I hope he's listening. What you trying to do, bro? You trying to use me for a big match to catapult you to look good for a different company. That's exactly what you do. Let's just talk about it. That's what you're trying to do. I've been having the biggest matches lately at IEW. So I don't blame you for, trying to, eat off that. I expect you to. But don't lie and act like you trying to add like nostalgic and like, oh, you gave me my first big match and you're going to be my last. Johnny, I know you. You trying to use me to catapult yourself to look good for somebody else. And I'm telling you this because I love you and I know you. We bros, right? So I'm gonna be 100.
For a little heat
so,
on this.
The thing is, of course I'm Big Match Jodi. I'm going to give you what you want. You're going to get that big match, and hopefully you better use this big match to shoot you off somewhere. You better be after this match. You better be somewhere. You better be somewhere. I'm just gonna say that. Since you want to use Jodi Ultra as a catapult. So let's do that.
From the managing standpoint that I know, and of course, us money players have the same mindset. He's also trying to lower your expectations or lower your guard. Is what he's trying to do. Saying, after this, I'm done, whatever, and think he's not going to go full force into it and come at it. So just keep an eye on that one to watch.
Oh yeah, like I said, that piece of crap family member. That family member when he asks you for $20 for something that's outrageous, but you know what that $20 for. So it's like he's one of those. You know what I'm saying? But I love him to death. And you know what I'm saying? When we have this match, this is going to be an intervention. That's what it's going to be. And I'm gonna add this too. When I beat him, he's gonna have to admit, and if you watching, you better be watching because I'm putting you on right now. You better admit, I'm going to give you that microphone, and you better admit that Jodi Ultra is better than you and always will be better than you.
Oh, Zmiz will make sure that mic gets put in his face if that's the case.
He has to admit that because, if we want to talk about everything else, he want to talk about this. Johnny, you never beat me. Ever. That got to be something. So, let's put that out there for the people to know. Johnny Bates never beat Jodi Ultra. Let's break the fourth wall a little bit. He never beat Uber. He haven't beat Uber Eon, and he haven't beat Jodi Ultra.
Taking it all the way back.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I love him to death, but I know what you're trying to do. You can't play me, man. You can't play me. And congratulations to his newborn son. Beautiful.
Oh yes.
Libra. Hey, congratulations.
100%. Dads to dads, respect.
But he gonna have to tell his son that he can't beat Jodi.
Now you're sounding like another in our world.
Hey, it's a Jodi World tour. Jodi World.
But you got to keep in mind though, don't be overconfident either though, because hey, Undertaker was never beaten until all of a sudden, bam! Hell, people in the crowd were crying on that one because nobody expected it. Make sure to expect the unexpected with him though.
I'm gonna put it like this: you better. It ain't gonna be Johnny. I'll put it like that. But just like you said, I know him. That man is. I'm gonna give him his roses though. He's full of tricks. I learned a lot from him. I studied him also. He's been in his business. He's a tag team champion. You know what I'm saying? He's a heavyweight champion. That boy, he ain't no slouch now. He ain't no slouch. Any given Sunday, hey, I'm talking a lot right now because this is a Jodi Ultra night. But at the same time, don't ever think I'm finna slip now. I do my homework and I talk this because I can. I can afford to talk this way.
Yeah. Not by Johnny Banks, but you've been called out and challenged to a possible match down the line again too in the chat with this guy right here.
Who?
Oh, is that the enforcer?
Yep.
It is the enforcer.
This the thing right here. And shout out and cool story with that. I didn't know I had I didn't know I had a cousin or Markel the Enforcer, the Beast. I didn't know he was my cousin until I joined wrestling CHWA. I remember my mom ended up seeing a video, and she was like, "Is that so and so son?" And then he's related to me on my I don't want to get it wrong, but I'm probably gonna get it wrong. He's related to me on my mom's side for sure. And it's crazy. It's crazy how the world of wrestling can make that type of stuff happen. So I didn't know he was a long lost cousin until I joined wrestling. So like, what I would say to you, Markel, come where I'm at, bust your ass and earn to try to get a match with me. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Markel, man. I love you. And shout out everybody who's watching right now.
That'll be the true
shout out everybody who's watching right now.
It's me now, ain't it? I'm sorry.
Awkward silence.
Wait a minute. I didn't even segue into it. You know, when we're talking about your career anyway. I mean, so segue into that. So with only, you know, the years that you've had in your career, you must have some ambitions in this business that you would like to achieve. What are some of the matches you would like to have or people you would like to face to add to your wrestling resume? You don't have to mention Markel because we already did, you know, the portion where we just said. So,
since I can probably do that now, my contract, you know, for IAW has been a year. It is up November 11th. I most definitely want to step foot in the top promotions. I most definitely that's the future. PWE, SICW. I want to be part of it all. So like that's the future for me to compete with other athletes, other, you know what I'm saying, other guys that are polished, other guys who I could learn from. It's because it's only up from here. It's only up from here. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting my grooves right now, but it's only up from here. You know what I'm saying? It's several matches. Got Benjamin Truss. You know what I'm saying? I want to fight guys like that. I don't want to get names wrong. I want to fight Lenny. You know what I'm saying? It's you know the guys who I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? I want to be. It's time for me to be catapulted inside those promotions now. It's that time. So like by the end of this year, that should be coming up because it's that time. And I believe you all agree that I should be spreading my talents to other places and spreading my wings.
Whoa, back up, because Zmiz agrees, but I also see the future of you building a company on your back, my friend. So there's multiple ways you can go about doing these things. I love the ambition, though. Keep that in mind.
You want to know why? You want to know why I stated that? Because at the end of the day, you know, you witnessed this a year ago. Basically, a year ago, I first came to IAW, and I said this was the mission. You know what I'm saying? And it's been a year, and I want more. I end up having a lot of cool people in my background. I got managers now. I got lawyers now, and it's probably time for a bidding war. It's IAW. At the end of the day, IAW has to match that price. They got, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna have to, you know, they're gonna have to match the price. It's a bidding war. And I got mouths to feed at the end of the day. This is the love of the sport, but like this can change a lot of lives at the end of the day. My talent can change some lives. My talent can feed some mouths. So if you know, after my match, November 11th, the bidding war starts. And I am down to put IAW on my back. That's what I'm there for. But it's IAW.
Well, then that commissioner better not be an idiot and be sitting on that couch too long.
But is IEW going to do the right thing for Jodi Ultra to make sure Jodi Ultra stays at IEW so he can put IEW on his back?
Now, Larry Wolf is a smart man, but keep in mind, I need your lawyers to contact mine because, we may be able to talk one day.
Hey, money talks, because this is what this is all about. This is what this is all about.
We'll be gone by Wednesday. So
blood, sweat, and tears.
H&B, baby, H&B. That's all I'm saying.
And I know some IEW commissioners, and I know a few other commissioners that are probably listening and will listen to this. It's that time. Jodi Ultra sell tickets.
You have a commentator that loves calling your matches, so Illinois Elite Wrestling better get off their tails and make sure this man stays around. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and I started out hot too, man. I really did. I mean, I put in the work. I mean, I was very fortunate to almost work like every weekend within the first, I would say 2.5 years maybe of my career. Getting championships, getting titles. I started out hot too. And then things settled down. Things got real within the immediate family.
He got old.
What?
You a legend to me. Hey, you are a legend to me. Cause in the span of like a year or so, whatever, I've been making sure I was listening to I kind of fed off a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, I've been on the Jodi Ultra World Tour. But like this show was a must. I mean, me and my brother, I used to have it on the big screen. You know what I'm saying? I used to have it on the big screen, and I just lay back and just listen to you guys and like just try to get the scoop of what's going on. So like you are a big voice, and I just want to let you know that, Rick.
Hey, like I said, I'm only here. Like I said, as long as I've been around, the only thing I could do now is help the guys that are in the generation behind me, bring them up.
Because, and I know I thank you.
Yeah. I mean, that's all I'm trying to do, man. We need to keep this thing going. We need to get it right, is what I'm saying. We need to get it right. We need to keep it going that way. So
I agree.
That's all I'm trying to do. That's all I'm trying to do. But you're right. There are other companies out there. I mean, there's other promotions that also hit the scene. I mean, heck, one that's on another plateau, I will say, is on another plateau in a different way, is somewhere like Glory Pro. But I know that takes a while. I mean, there's WLW out in Missouri. I mean, legendary Harley Race Arena, legendary trainers out there.
I mean, like you said, you got SICW, you got MMWA, you got ACW, you got WLW, you got so many options and everything, though, too.
It's so good to see healthy wrestling being promoted once again in wrestling companies. It doesn't matter if we all don't work together and stuff. Just talk about how great it is that you can go to any weekend. It doesn't matter which show it is. There's multiple shows, maybe in the same area, maybe not, but like you can go see wrestling being healthy and living, striving, all that stuff. And that's what Jodi's promoting. Jodi's promoting 100% healthy wrestling. And thank you, Mr. Herb Simmons, for always being a supporter of us and pushing forward for the new wave of people coming into wrestling and being one of those beacons. Other guys, Alan's been in here. Like, that's what we need to keep doing, and that's what this is all about.
Exactly. And like I said, SICW, and I will say SICW just on the Illinois side of the Mississippi, the Cowboy Bob Borton, the Ace Wrestling
I got
Academy.
them on my radar.
Yeah, we just had one graduate announced today who graduated from the academy, and there's still more people in there. Literally, it takes about a year.
Ruby, before you continue, you mentioned Herb and everything, though, too. This
Right.
was said way earlier, and I wanted to point this out in case Jodi didn't see it either. When he was talking about his story and everything.
Person didn't give up, went after what he wanted. He's an example of hard work that pays off. Yeah.
I respect that.
What that proves, though, too, is you're on promoters' radars, too. I can guarantee you're on every single promoter's radar around.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, keeping that ring style. I mean, there's so many aspects in this business that you just have to keep yourself at.
I
And
just
that's what
feel
I
like
feel.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I just feel like it's still like a little dark cloud. You know what I'm saying, over me, because like when you get let go from somewhere, you know what I'm saying, then like narratives get pushed or whatnot. You know what I'm saying, like, and without really trying to go too far out and try to explain yourself too much, because it can fall on deaf ears. But it's
Right.
like it's still I'm still going through an obstacle to gain trust, because like in this business, when one person say that you either don't listen or have I ain't saying that these things got to do with me or like these were said about me, but like having an ego or like what I'm saying, being too still for being bad in the locker room, that stuff can travel with you, and what I'm saying, it can stop a lot of opportunities for you. So like when I'm going through, I'm still going through it. So like bless the IAW for opening doors, allowing for them to to let me create, you know what I'm saying, to let me be Disney, to let me be Google, to let me be Elon Musk, and they let me create,
Right. Well, like I said, and I'm one to. I mean, I'm a living testament because trust me, I've had mistakes too, going through my career, going through my 20s, trying to make something good of myself. And Lord knows I have made mistakes. Trust me, I have. But you know what? But the good thing about that is, and like Herb said, if there's another door that closes, there's usually another one that's open. And the best thing about that is to learn from what happened. Now, the thing is, there may be something that stings you, maybe something that doesn't set well with you. But the most important thing that you've got to do, and Zach would I know will agree with me, I know GQ will agree with me, is you can't let it hamper, you can't let it set on you, even though it may sting. But the thing is, you have to pick yourself up and find out, like, okay, yeah, that's that. But here's what I can do to improve on it. And here's this opportunity over here to take a shot at. And that's what you got to do. I mean, that's really the necessity of this business, is that really nobody's perfect. I mean, really, there's nobody perfect in this world. We've all made mistakes. So whatever it is, all I got to say for you is that there's trust me, there's going to be more opportunities. You're only 4 years into the business. IEW is a good place to get your feet wet. You're the Midwest champion. There's a reason why you're a champion.
right?
And take it from there. And like I said, there's been mistakes that's happened in matches. Trust me, I know. But the thing is, you got to just address it. You can't harp on it. You'd be like, okay, well, this is what I can do next time, and then maybe work on something.
Right.
That's all you got to do. But to hold it in, obviously, you don't want to hold nothing in. I mean, unless if it's WWE, holding over your head that this would have been your contract, but that's the only thing that I would hold over to. But Lord knows how many times people get rejected from WWE tryouts before they actually get their foot in the door at NXT or the Performance Center.
Yeah.
Because trust me, no one gets in the first time. I'm telling you right now, no one gets in the first time. Unless if your last name's Annoy, or if your last name's McMahon.
I was gonna say Nia Jackson's been there for a while.
If your last name's Flair, or Rose, or I'm sorry, guys, but I know I'm picking on the big name, but I mean, I'm being. Excuse me, I'm being an ass. But
let me say this, Jody. Let me say this.
What's up?
On this level that we're all are at right now, you're going to have so many people that'll say you were bad in the locker room here, or this and that, and everything like that. Good Lord, I've had so much stuff said about me that ain't true to begin with either. But here's the thing: you got great matches out there, right?
Exactly.
Use that to pad your resume, show the promoters. They know pretty much a lot of bullshit follows in this business. Excuse the language, but it's true. Yeah. And most promoters understand that most of the bullshit is bullshit.
Right.
It's not true. It's not legit or anything like that.
Yeah, just
believe 10% of what you hear, 90% is all BS. You know? And that's the thing. It's like, if they see you have a great talent, they'll give you the chance first to see how you present yourself in like the locker room or with fans and everything like that, and then it goes from there. So that's the biggest thing I can give you on advice and everything.
The nice thing about us, we're just clay, dude. You are a sponge. You are a piece of clay just being formed into your final sculpture. We haven't seen our final form. I'm going to say you're probably a nerd like I am and watch animes. We haven't got to perfect cell, bro. We're not there yet. Okay. We got some time. We got some time. And these great individuals, like I love getting to talk with Herb. I love getting to talk with Alan, Chris Trader. All those guys have helped me through and given me Dave Ruby, GQ. Like, so the more I get to sit with them, the more knowledge I get to pull off. And, you know, if I'm doing it the hard way, I'm doing it the hard way because I'm just clay that they get a mold to what they see as the perfect, hopefully, Booker. So.
Ooh, you snap with that, man. You snap with that. That perfect cell, man. Yeah, man. Like I most definitely didn't achieve my golden freezer form yet.
There you go. There you go.
It's most definitely and it's gonna happen, man. The process, trust me. And I make the base. I can make base form beautiful too. So it's like just follow this journey. You know, just follow the journey. I got one of the most craziest stories to follow. You know what I'm saying? So it's like. And I love everybody. I try to push this positive stuff. I want stories to be A1. I just want to make wrestling cool again. You know what I'm saying? Like that was my motto. That was my motto, and especially my motto when I first started this, and it still is. And I feel like it left, you know what I'm saying, a certain side. I wanted to make wrestling cool again for black kids again. And you know what I'm saying? I felt like it kind of disappeared a little bit and it's working its way back in. So like 2020, 2021, like it just been doing so much justice and like so many new black champs, and it's just been beautiful. It's just been beautiful. And I knew, you know what I'm saying, that was a narrative I was trying to push to make wrestling cool again, period.
Yeah. Well, it's like what Z said. I mean, you're wanting to learn and get out there. That's what makes you the sponge. And you got like the clay, like he said, the gold mold, and then the silly putty down below here.
Ruby, I'm sorry, that one was kind of good.
Not a week goes by. Not a week goes by.
Finally, a GQ joke that sticks. Finally.
Well, no, that one sticks too. And actually pick up comic book strip and everything too. You know.
Oh, shut up! Oh my god.
Belly on it.
You're digging the hole now. Now you're making it not funny.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna order me a gross of Haterade cups and just start handing them out.
Apparently, there's a liquor called Haterade. I mean, I shared it in our chat, but you know.
Yeah, but you know, Tyler can't take no liquor.
I mean, Haterade.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Oh my god, this has been a great show.
Oh my goodness.
Did you ever ask the last question, Ruby?
No,
we got this.
Yeah, because you know we're talking about how things make into good stories. You know how you get the element for a good story. Trust me, I could give you a formula and let you go out all night and then just come back and tell it about 2 years later. But whether it be funny or memorable for other reasons, I mean, with only week or 4 years in the business, like I said, is there so you've been to Indiana, you've been to other places, but is there like a road story or even a fan experience outside the ropes that you can share with all of us?
I'm gonna take time to admit this now. Yeah. And time to pass. And it's time to speak this piece. I remember going to Indiana.
And this is a good one now.
I was riding with TJ Adams and Tony Whitehead. I think that's his last name. All right.
Yeah.
I was on my way.
Wait, Tony Whitehead?
Yeah. From IWA? It was from IWA, right?
I just... Sorry.
Oh, you all right.
Devil's lettuce. Continue, Jody.
Okay. So, oh my God, I can't. This is exclusive. This is on Falls Count Everywhere's podcast where y'all is gonna get this story. But okay, all right, we was on our way to Indiana, and I was smoking a Black and Mild wine. I was smoking one of those, and we had to, what I'm saying, I had to. They not smokers, so I had the window down and whatnot. And Tony was he drives a pickup truck or whatnot. So, oh man, so the gear bags were in the back. So I'm ashing out the window. And then I get done smoking. We just driving now. We just driving. And then out of nowhere, Tony kind of scared. I'm like, what the hell going on? I look in the back. It's a damn fire in the back. I said, oh shit. My fault for the language. I said, oh crap. I said, we gotta pull over. And then so we pull over. We're on the side of the highway. All cars is going boom, 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 boom. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, oh man. TJ bag it caught on fire. His gear bag is caught on fire. It's melted. His pants. You know what I'm saying? You know how our gear is, like little polyester, a little silk, all that silk stuff. It's basically melted on the bag and stuff like that. Tony's bag messed up, and he's just trying to. And then I know at the end of the day they not stupid. TJ kind of on the, he might be a little of that, but Tony wasn't stupid. I think I knew it was because of me, and I was so embarrassed. I did not say anything. I was like, oh wow, I wonder what happened. I was like, and then Tony, I think Tony was playing crazy. Tony was like, I don't know, maybe somebody was we passed up somebody while driving when they put an ash out the window and it landed in my truck. I don't know. Tony, if you watch this or you ever watch this, Tony, you know damn well that was me. You know damn well I did that, and I apologize, Tony. I apologize, and TJ, I apologize for messing up y'all gear bags on the way to Indiana. I'm sorry. And I ain't gonna lie, I made $700 that night. That's why, Tony, I gave you an extra 20 on for gas because I felt bad. Now you know I almost blew the truck up. Tony. And I'm sorry.
Oh my god, my jaw hurts.
And we just on side of the street. And I'm just like, TJ, like, oh well, I don't know how that stuff caught on fire. And, maybe it was just he just saying all type of astronomical crap. And Tony, I could just see in his eyes, he wanted to curse me out, but he probably like knew I was gonna feel bad, so he didn't want to say nothing. So like, and I didn't want to say nothing because I felt bad, but I knew I did that. I almost blew up the damn truck.
Never have any roast stories that we've ever been involved in, Ruby, or heard so far involved fire and gear. So
no. Hey man, I made $7 this time, man. Here, sorry about your old burnt up gear. Here's another 20.
And my stuff was fine. My stuff was in my lap, and they just, oh wow, TJ, I owe you some new gear pants. I owe you some new pants. If you ever decide to wrestle again, I got you. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Oh man.
It'd be funny if you tried to wear it. I would have died.
No, somebody from MPG had to throw on some extra stuff. He was all right, but oh my. And one more thing, like he had his traveling stuff, like so his like toothpaste, his mouthwash, his body wash, all just on fire. So I'm his hygiene stuff, I just messed it up.
Wow.
I mean, you were right. You just described everything instead of just saying his hygiene products.
Wow.
Now they know.
Man, so
I can't wait to see TJ.
So was this an SUV or
TJ now? So how's your burnt gear doing?
Oh God, no. So was this in an SUV or like an open bed truck or
open bed truck?
Oh, it's an open bed. Oh, okay.
I'm ashing out the window, and the ashes, the ember, I guess, go in the back of the truck, and then
yeah. So if you have
Ruby, don't jinx SUVs right now. Don't.
Here's the thing: if you have that middle window open in the back, and you're smoking, and you ash out, that thing can whoop right back in that window.
That's what I did.
Without ever making you aware of it. I have had this happen. I have too been in a truck that was on fire because of my ashing.
He did that. He did that, and like 10 minutes later, it all looked like Ghost Rider going down the freaking highway.
Man, it was so black and gunky. It looked like Venom was back there. I was like, it was so
black and gunky.
Oh, I didn't know what that. I'm sorry. Oh wow,
this has been such a fun episode. Jody,
man, this is why, man. Some of our guests just have gems, man. This has got to be like one of the top ones.
Oh yeah, this moved up there.
Oh my god, dude! So you catching somebody else's gear on fire? I mean,
I'm guessing like the you know what I'm saying, the oxygen, how we was just on the highway, the oxygen was just feeding into the embers, so it just, oh man, science.
Science.
Wow. Bill. Ooh, I gotta compose myself after that. I mean, everybody's sides are hurting.
Am I the only one that watched Bill Nye the Science Guy?
Oh no. Big up Bill Nye.
Bill. I gotta meet him.
Wow.
It's possible. Cameo.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Well, shoot, man. I'll tell you, we got another. Going off of that, I think I'm gonna pull up the material. I think I got most of the material here, but I'm kind of wanna. JQ actually threw this to me in the middle of this past week, as far as what we're getting ready to pull up here.
So I'll go and set it up about what it is. There's a game on it may be on Apple II, but definitely on Android, called 80s Mania Wrestling. And you've usually seen like Joe Blow as a wrestler and everything like that. In this, they've done so much, including some memorable wrestling game characters, some 80s stars, and then some 80s wrestlers to a point. So we're going to see if we can tell who these people are, or supposed to be.
Okay. Yeah, we've got about, just kind of let you know here, GQ. Let me see if I can pull these up. Let's see, 1, 2, 3.
I think I know where we're going with this.
I think we got about 13 of them, I think. So in fact, I got to relabel one. No, 13 or 14. So give me 1 second here. I'm going to relabel one. So there we go. Okay. Now I actually got to bring this down and reload it because I just relabeled everything. My apologies. I'm going to just share this again.
Now, Ruby, do you just have the wrestlers?
Yeah. I tried to crop it down to just the person and their name. Okay. So
let me go on at least mention some of the 80s people.
Well, I'm.
Oh, you got.
Yeah, I told you I was getting it, man. What?
Yeah, you just hold your horses on, GQ.
Hold your horses. Jeez, man. Hold on.
I don't a little excited.
Something might catch fire behind me.
So
can't use somebody else's.
Hey, leave me alone, yo.
So what about the thinker?
Who do you think that is, Jody?
Oh wow!
Oh come on, guy.
If you look hard and in my video feed, you can probably figure it out.
I mean, is it Ric Flair? Who the hell is that?
It's Bobby the Brain
Heenan. Bobby the Brain Heenan. The thinker.
Okay, I know.
The thinker.
I see what we're doing now.
Yeah.
I'm looking at his gold luscious hair.
He does have some nice hair.
But Jody's used to the shorter haired Flair now. So, I mean.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, back then it was the long.
Yeah.
Who we got next?
What do we got next? How about, now this is really 80s. If you're really into 80s, the character name is Lindy Harker, but the last two letters of the name is the one that with the real person they're trying to project here. So like the DI and the ER are in the name of the
what?
So like
make that
the
10 times
NDI and
difficult.
then the ER in the second one.
Who is this beautiful woman? Let's see.
I feel like I know it, and as soon as you say it, I'm gonna be.
I mean, I know it. I'm waiting for y'all to say it.
Yeah, I know too, so I'm not saying nothing.
Jodi,
I want to see the chat say something too and see if Z was on the same page.
I think Jeff's got it too.
Yeah, I might need to read the chat.
Jeff.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Tell us yours.
Let's see if Jeff's got it. I think he's got
Well,
it.
Jeff doesn't got it. Come on, Jeff.
If Jeff does it, you know Herb will say it. So
It's Cindy something.
no,
Wendy.
No.
Oh man, I knew. I could hear it in my head, man, but I couldn't think of it.
See the DI and the ER at the end?
Yeah.
Wendy Richter.
Wendy Richter.
Ricky.
The one that dethroned the fabulous Will after a supposed 27-year run as one woman's champ. So
The greatest champion of all time.
you got to give this game credit though on the inventiveness of the names or pictures or whatnot.
Yeah.
They walked that thin line of parody and lawsuit right there.
And what about, let's see, our next one?
Yes, I know this one.
Yeah,
They gotta be.
You cannot say
They
the
gotta be
wrestler's
Andre.
name though if you're going to get
There you go.
I seen that movie.
Everyone should see that movie.
Yeah, The Princess Bride. Right.
which is the character's name was Fezzik.
Yeah.
So they just turned it around and you got Kissing.
All right. So our next one. The Queen of Mean. Does she? Yeah, so she was actually, it was late 80s where she appeared in WWF.
Very late
She went
80s.
into the 90s.
Y'all know my age, right?
Yeah, I know.
She's in the infamous Booker T promo. Hulk Hogan, I'm coming for you.
Oh wow.
if you know the promo.
It's Miss
Go
Elizabeth.
ahead, Jeff.
I know it. I know.
I wish I could do
Go,
it.
Jeff. Do it, Jeff. You're one up on Jodi already.
Wait for it.
Is it Miss Elizabeth?
No.
No.
No, this one is
Close.
There you go. We'll do
Scary
that.
Sherry.
Yeah, the
Sexual
girl
Queen
that was with
Sherry,
Booker
yeah.
T.
Yep.
Sherry Martel. That's right.
That's why I told you. Hulk Hogan, I'm coming for you.
Or in that case,
I couldn't get the name.
yeah, Sister Sherry on that promo. But
That was the first one that I got that was one of the parodies of the actual wrestlers. That wasn't like 80s personalities or something like
When
that.
I first-
80s wrestlers, and it's like, holy crap.
I love it.
let's see. And how about the Neon Express? Not confusing with the Lime Time Express, but
I
Midnight.
will actually
That's the
accept
12
two
o'clock
answers
express.
for this, though. I will actually accept two answers.
That's the 12 o'clock express.
that's
The Midnight Express is what he's saying.
no.
I think it's the Rockers. That's what I felt.
That could be-
I
that
thought
could
more
pass
the
for one.
Rockers, definitely, or the Rock and Roll Express.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they could pass for either one of those. So
Because with the neon and both out, you got one blonde, one dark hair that probably
Yeah,
knows
yeah,
somebody.
I got you.
Or
I got you.
You got the bandanas in your arms, which could be the Rock and Roll.
I got the rock and roll.
there you go. There you go.
That's what Jeff put too.
Yeah. Both of them. Yeah, the Rockers or the R&R Express. Wish the Rock and Roll Express will be at the SICW Fan Fest too.
That is correct.
Hey.
Segue. Anyway.
There you go. This is a little different.
The baker.
The face is just throwing me off. Dude.
What the?
I know. I was like, what the hell? I'm gonna bake you a cake and you will like it.
Hold on, Ruby. You didn't put the other one in there that was like kind of cut over though, but the name of him?
No. Oh, is this
Man
not
of
the name?
many gimmicks.
His name, the wrestler's name is Stud Muffin.
Stud Muffin.
Stud Muffin.
Which is another form of beefcake.
Stud Muffin. That dude be the guy I wrestle with every
I'm
time.
Say this right now, if beefcake comes in for the fan fest and everything, I'm gonna get the sign.
Oh, that's funny. But yeah, I would have taken the man of many gimmicks.
That I would have, yeah. Go to.
I don't know.
It's the Brutus the Barber Beefcake. We all
I
know.
was gonna say,
Everybody watching, it gets worse or better depending on how you look at it. It keeps going upward, downward, however you all think about it.
yeah. So, gee, Dr. B. Who could that be?
What?
With the 40-inch python.
What the hell?
It's Mr. T.
They gotta be.
Again, 80s. This is part of the 80s star.
Dude, it's like it's like Mr. T and Armand Johnson had a baby.
Come here, love me, sucker. Oh my God.
I love it. I love it.
What? Who is this?
Who's the next one? That's Mr.
Next
T.
one?
Oh.
Now,
What?
this
We'll
I
give a
know.
clue. They're supposed to be in for the Fan Fest also next year.
Well,
Can I
both
say-
individuals, but they've not been billed as that tag team.
Well, you know what I meant, though.
The Killer Bees.
Yeah, the insectoids.
This one's goofy. I don't like this one.
I don't know. That's kind of creepy.
But I get so Chikara days, like that's what I like. Bring back Ultra Mantis Black.
Oh my,
Right.
wow. And let's see. Now this one, you would actually have to go into the gaming world for this one. No, I'm sorry. No, not. I'm on the wrong one. All right, wrong one.
Is that
No.
You know who that
go
is,
ahead. I know who this
it's
is.
obviously Sting.
Yeah.
The mullet most definitely gave that away.
Yeah. It's either that or they're trying to get somebody from American Gladiators.
That gotta be Sting.
Speaking of mullets, can we comment on how Dominic is like totally rocking Eddie's actual hair from 95?
That mullet is icy. He doing the damn thing with that.
Nobody respects. You gotta respect Dominic, man.
With those fake boos.
Oh yeah, stop it. Still real.
And then I think I jumped the gun on this one. So the jet set strutter.
That's the ticket selling check.
Woo!
Been highlight film since Wilkins, the pulse of the generations, the 1 out of 99. Ric Flair.
Shoot,
That's
yeah,
that's an awesome art design.
I gotta get that suit. That suit is icy.
yeah, they did it. I think they did an overkill job of Buddy Landell here, but you know, we'll
Hey, get out, get out.
It looks like somebody that should have been in like Vice City for
yeah.
GTA.
That or Tekken.
Well, I mean, Flair
Yes!
now, so
Oh my God! Put Ric Flair in Tekken. That'd be sick.
or Mortal Kombat DLC.
Oh my God!
Now we
he does the
talking.
woo and it just
He just woos him out of a figure 4 on the ground, ripping his legs out. Let's go.
Just snap his snap his knee out of place.
His fatality's a chop that just blows out his chest. Dude, give me a Mortal Kombat wrestling game. I am so down with this.
They made Jason and Spawn characters. I even seen Meg the Stallion as a character. Make Ric Flair the Mortal Kombat character.
If YouTube guys can get put in Fortnite, we can put wrestlers in Mortal Kombat games. I'm down with this.
Do we all remember WrestleMania? I mean, it's kind of on a soft version, but do we remember WrestleMania, the arcade game, when it was basically like Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter style? The guys,
yeah, and you're in the ring and stuff.
Yeah,
like, it was awesome.
The only fatality in that I was able to do was Undertaker's.
Oh wait, there was an actual side scroll fighting game.
Yeah, like WrestleMania, the arcade game.
It was arcade.
Oh, bro, I'm gonna have to look that up.
Yeah.
That was for Nintendo, Super Nintendo, right?
No,
this was actually an arcade game, and
they had arcade games.
No, but I'm pretty sure they.
Okay,
what? I'm gonna have to look it up now.
Did they do it for Sony? For PlayStation? I thought.
I don't remember offhand. I'd have to look later on.
Yeah, I have to do some homework after this. So.
I love wrestling.
Speaking of gaming, we're gonna have to really go old school on this one. So this is actually. So these are two characters.
Viewed this.
Do you have their single cards in there or no?
No, I don't. But if they're not able to get this, I got some.
Oh yeah, Sony did make the arcade game. I just checked.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is.
Oh, I did send you all a lot, didn't I?
If y'all having trouble with this,
Jeff, we're looking for you, Jeff, the Patriot.
No, that would be Starman and Piranha.
See, look at that.
Amazon.
You did some good research on that one, Ruby. I'll tell you that.
Wait a minute, what? Is that like an arcade game?
Yeah. This is the original NES
Pro Wrestling. Here, Ruby. What the hell?
What?
Yeah.
That was the game was called Pro Wrestling. That was it. They had
Pro Wrestling
characters for the NES and everything.
That's crazy.
That's cool. Yeah, this was 8-bit when Nintendo came out with the NES. They had baseball, tennis.
Omasa's impressed.
And then one of it was pro wrestling, and the big boss. You had to win the championship if you defended it 10 times in a row. You had to face the ultimate boss in the Great Puma, which all he did was everybody's finishers. That was on the game, and if you get hit with the finisher, your energy goes down by half. So it's like you can't get hurt.
1987, nice.
1987, yes.
It's for $13 right now on Etsy.
So I told you everything is on Etsy.
Or don't worry about it if you got an emulator. Anyway, seeing it in the rain.
But what they call them in the game, though, in the other game, the one that we're going through, is Starboy and the Piranha.
Starboy and the Piranha, yes. And
nice.
But but these are the actual characters off from the NES Pro Wrestling. So I'm getting.
Deep.
I always played Starman. Up until that guy up in Northern Illinois was looking like him, then I'm like, okay, I can't do it no more.
Hey, Jeff, they just gave us the whole play-by-play. GQ and Ruby gave us the whole rundown. It's a video game from 1987 that they were making a reference to.
But again, 80s wrestling return or 80s mania returns.
Hey, speaking of video games, I think Fight Forever is not
booty.
Good.
Yeah, it's booty.
Yeah, I just got it, and good lord, when they got those short intros and you don't get much of their music and everything, I'm like, okay, I don't like it now.
Trash.
I can't get into it now. You throw it up in the PlayStation Plus for next year, then I'll get it. So I don't have to pay extra for that cheap collaborative garbage you call a video game. But anyway, but I think we got one more, So.
Please, I hope it's the one that I think it is. Yep. Hold on, I want to see what everybody gets on this one.
What I don't get is what is the swan neck doing out from his butt?
It's the bow.
It is the bow. Holy crap! Placement is everything. Oh, jeez.
It's brother love, dude.
Do a search for the meaning of arrows. Just do a search for that and see if you can get the clue from that.
Oh wow!
Starman became Cody. Oh man. Well,
and Jeff, you were right. That is the worst wrestling video game ever made. You heard it from me. That game sucked. I took it back after 2 hours and got my money back. It was garbage.
Hey, but at least you beat the game and you did it for free.
It was dumb, bro. It was so dumb. I could have just watched a YouTube video.
Jeff did get it.
The only thing good about that game, was we got Suicide out of it. And Suicide was an amazing character.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Uncle Arrows is Brother Love. Uncle and brother, they play on that. Arrows is the god of love. The people that made this game did a lot of creativeness on this to come up with that name and get so close to, being sued by Bruce Pritchard. I mean, it's just funny on it to begin with. But with he said how Adrian Adonis, there is a character of Adrian Adonis that is called Mandana.
Yeah, Mandana.
Mandana. Oh.
I like the beer drinker or whatever it was.
Was that the actual one you sent me earlier this week? I thought that was the celebrity playing off Madonna and not wanting to shave.
Oh, thank you, Alan, for just show me that arcade. Now buy it for me.
But think about it, Mandana's Boutique. That one just goes.
That's such a pretty smelly flower.
I mean, they've had some others. It was like the Tito parody, the Cobra Kai parody with Johnny Cobra. I did get a Pee Wee Herman parody also.
Oh Lord!
They got Elfette, which is a green Smurfette kind of. There's just so much on it though too. I know Z's favorite one was Beer Can Man.
Yeah, Beer Can Man. I'm kind of sad that didn't get put in here. Where the heck is it?
Wait for it.
Beer Can Man? Oh.
I can bring it up. Give me a second.
Oh, I got it.
Okay.
Well, first let's get to another one and I think he's also going to be here at FanFest here. So who do you think Juan Tijuana is?
That's Tito Santana.
Yeah, the El Matador, Tito Santana. This is from the 90s wrestling Extreme.
You will get into the 90s at some point. You got to go through the years first.
Right. But then you asked about Beer Can Man, so here you go.
Mullet? Yes! Beer Can Man! It's Sandman.
Yes, yeah, I about to say, yeah, they gotta be Mr. Hey, I used to look at that, and I tried to do that as a kid, and
what?
Yeah, I think I took some years off my life doing that.
It's just funny him and those what do you like drinking or like hitting yourself in the head with a kendo stick? where are we going with that? Light somebody's car on fire again?
Sandman, yo. Wow.
I don't know if I've got that. Did I get that?
You got both of them.
Yeah, I know. I don't know if I got them ready though. So I don't know. We may have to get to that. So I did not get them ready. I thought I did.
Hold on. I can do it real quick just because I want to say they're even copying local independent talent, apparently.
Let's see.
The first one, I'm trying to get to it. Hold on. I sent a lot to Ruby, so.
Oh, yeah, because I don't don't do nothing to get ready for the show, so I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
I know I'm fine, jerk. I'm just saying. Oh my goodness.
Good Lord, I did send a lot. Damn.
Yeah, you did. You were like
Yeah, no, yeah, you did.
teenage white woman. I broke Jody.
So the first one is, if I can bring it up real quick, if my stuff would show. There we go. Where is it? Bring this up.
We need a retrain master class and all this.
Yes, I know.
Right now.
First off, you have somebody decided to do a parody of me, GQ Ewing.
Blow that up. I can't see it. You gotta blow that up. Blow it up.
He's on a phone, and you got this thing.
Oh yeah, Kentucky Fried GQ. Colonel GQ.
Kentucky Fried GQ.
Dibadone GQ from the Dibadone.
Hold on, I gotta find the other one in a second. Hold on.
Oh, that's so great.
Kentucky Fried GQ, my.
Oh, that was so funny.
And this one, of course.
Blow it up. Blow it up.
I am. Hold on. I didn't know if that was there or not. I didn't know they made. I didn't know they even knew Chip Leffler. I mean, come on now.
Young man.
I'm gonna
YMCA. YMCA.
I'm still going to get receipts for this one. I'll tell you that.
Oh.
I mean, technically, we've seen the Chip that we know with the same mustache. I mean, you know.
Wow.
Maybe he has a police officer outfit in his closet. We don't know.
All right.
That's kinky.
And I'm going to be fired. I'm going to be fired before he gets hired or whatever again. So,
No, man, you got nothing on me. He's all doing the dance on. Wow.
Jody's been one of the best.
Oh my goodness.
We having
man.
fun tonight, baby.
Yeah. Man, I'll tell you, man. Yeah, you've hung out with us, man. Like I said, it's been some great conversation, great banter, great stories, obviously.
Yeah.
So we got people are going to be going to bed with a hurt side. And, oh man, just a good laugh.
Love it.
You're on fire. I don't know if anything's going to top that, but man.
We got stuff to do tonight.
Colonel GQ.
Right now, so we got to show out.
stop! Well, I walked away with the Mr. GQ from being called DQ, and now you're going to do that with the GQ Ewing? Oh, no.
Now, your new name is QFC now. It's QFC.
QFC.
Yes!
Wow.
GQ,
Hey, you know
that's your new gimmick, bro. We already got Ruby's. Ruby's is gonna be He's gonna be the producer, Rick Ruby. Come on, man.
And then you're gonna have QFC, which either is gonna be fried or in this case, roasted.
Bing, bop, 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 bop.
So Jody, before we let you go for the evening, tell us where you're gonna be, what you're doing, next show, all that good stuff.
November 11th, Jodi Ocha versus Johnny Banks. He calling this the biggest match of his career, which is, even though he wanted to use me for a catapult, but this is going to be the biggest match of the night. Shout out everybody that's going to also be forming that night. But November 11th, that's where the focus is at. I want everybody to come out, Granite City, Illinois, the Elks Lodge. Just to, you know what I'm saying? I come to IW, but just know at the same time, IW is the Jodi Ocha show. You know what I'm saying? It's for everybody that's spreading love. Jodi Ocha versus Johnny Banks. let's see if he can break it. Let's see if he can finally get his W. Hey, IEW, Johnny Banks versus Jodi Ocha for the Midwest Championship.
That's right. And then, like I said, that's one of the other great matches that are going to be there. Like, and of course, the other championship match, at least that's been announced, War defending against Brandon Espinoza.
That's the first time ever.
Yep, first time ever. So that should be a very good competitive match. And man, so it's this Saturday, Granite City, Elks Lodge, 4801 Maryville Road. We advertised it earlier. And you can go and look for Illinois Elite Wrestling at Ticket Leap to get something in advance. If you want to save a couple bucks for an adult ticket, you can just go there. If not, you'll just pay the door price. But either way, you're still getting a good deal with the show you're going to have this coming Saturday. So, but man, Jodi, man, I appreciate you being here tonight, man. Hopefully this was enjoyable for you as it was for us. And
yes,
like I said, I mean, I know you're going to show up, show out, and show down come this coming Saturday.
That's what I do, man. That's what I do. I just want everybody to just come out, have a good time, and view something electrifying. You know what I'm saying? We not here long, so let's at least act like it. Let's party like it. So,
all right.
Shout out everybody that's watching. Shout out everybody that partied with me for like 2 hours. Shout out everybody that's been in the chat. I know people probably asking questions. Hey, this is going to be up. Just view it. You know what I'm saying? This was me opening up a little part of my life. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that want to know about Jodi Ocha, they get to come to this show and find out about Jodi Ocha.
Yeah. Yeah, man. And like I said, we appreciate it, man. And I'm glad that we got you on here. And, man, just looking forward to what's going to happen this coming Saturday for you. And if it means that Johnny Banks will have to be bid farewell, then so be it, man. You got to hold on to that title, right?
Yeah, and he got to admit that I'm better than him.
That's right. Hallen says goodnight, QFC. Damn.
And shout out my mom. I say my mom.
Yeah, she's been here the whole night with us, man.
Oh yeah,
she's proud of you.
That's what we do. That's what we do, man. My family come and show out just like me. That's where I got it from. You know, I come as a tribe.
That's respectable right there. That's respectable right there.
There you go, man.
Love you.
There you go. Wow. So, man, like I said, we appreciate your time. You know, thanks for hanging out. Let us be fools as well. And we were just kicking it, man. And like I said, spread the word. Make sure you know, this show will be posted on YouTube. Make sure you share that link. Let everybody see what kind of fun you had. And of course, showing up. Get a good look at that Midwest Championship, because that's going to be staying over Jodi's shoulder for a good while, right?
Yeah.
All right, man. Jodi, we appreciate you, man. You have a good night. Thanks for hanging out late with us, and we'll see you Saturday defending that title. All right.
Best believe it, baby.
All right. See you,
Jodi. Brother.
Boom.
Boom. Appreciate you, man. All right.
Oh, I don't like that. What?
There you go. That's a lot better.
That either. Hold on. Let's do that. There we go.
I got you. Don't worry. Thank you, Jodi. That was a great show, man. Like,
dude, no, that was man, I'll tell you that's going to be a good one in our archives here. So, but a couple quick announcements before we do our last tidbit of the night, which I know we've been going quite a ways, but we thank you all for hanging in here with us. Looks like our projected last show for 2023 will be on December 17th. It will be our 2023 Falls Count Everywhere year in review, where we're going to review some of the best clips from some of our best guests, and even invite whoever who's been a past guest this year, be able to come on and say hi. And we may even have a big room full of people that night. So, like I said,
Hey, Tyler, you must be this tall to enter the room.
You quit. Hey, you got one up on it now.
Now I'm gonna send him the sippy cup I found earlier, so he'll like that.
Sippy cup of Haterade and a big box of QFC.
Oh my god, I gotta find it.
I'm sorry, GQ. It's gold, man. I like it. It's funny. It's good stuff.
Now it's time to find a font and do some artwork. Okay. Love you, buddy. And then, of course, like I said, we've got many shows upcoming here. But that will be our last show of 2023. I don't know. We toyed around with either, like I said, because our last 2 Sundays is Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve. Make sure you want to either celebrate it or be with family. So we wouldn't want to take away with that. But we're just kind of in that position to, it's kind of the way the calendar hits. So we may be off, and then our first official show of 2024 will be on January 7th. So stay tuned for that. And like I said, we're going to have some new guests coming up, including another notable one. Just finalized it today, but 2 weeks from today, November 19th, Big Nasty Glenn Williams, the still self-professing 2022 SICW Rookie of the Year, will be here with us in studio. So that will be some interesting banter.
Can't wait to make fun of him.
And so that will be a very lit show. So let's see here, guys. Did I? Oh no, okay. Yeah. So one more tidbit here tonight, guys. Let's go ahead and let's throw it up here. It was announced earlier this past week, but Ric Flair has officially signed a multi-year deal with AEW. So what does this mean? I mean, obviously the guy's not going to get in the ring, but the guy is going. For God's sakes, if there's a God above, please do not let that happen. But the whole thing is Ric Flair and AEW. What's he got to bring to the company? Does he stay backstage? Because with Sting's not going to. The Sting thing is, we already know it's going to be February 2024 where Sting has his last match. Private Flair is going to be at his side, but I mean, what do you feel that this was really a needed shot in the arm for AEW? And what do you think Flair can bring?
I don't like this. I don't like it at all. It frustrates me. Like, Rick's cool and all that stuff, but I just don't get what he offers the promotion. Besides, like, a noggin to suck from. Basically,
right.
A sponge. If that's all he's going to do, please do not let him get in the ring. Like, let him get in the ring, do some good stuff with, like, Sting and going away. Please, for the love of God, do not let him wrestle. And I respect him for wanting to go out that way because he literally said, we all make fun of Vince Russo, right? We all, like the whole wrestling community, like, not that guy. But Rick said that Russo's right for once, and Rick wants to die inside the ring. Like, I don't want to watch you die inside the ring. I want you to just be the hero that you deserve and just walk off. And if Sting has to be the one to be like, hey, it's okay for us to go walk off, like, that's a really fitting way for those two to walk out, in my opinion. And if that's what it's all for, is so that the young guys in the back there that may not want to listen to some of the other vets in the business that up in that level and stuff. And if Rick's gonna be that guy to like get through to some of these arrogant cocks, then so be it. And that's all he needs to be, is just that, because I don't want to see Rick in the ring again. Like, I love him to death. He's literally my favorite wrestler. Like, that's the guy that I grew up going, like, I want to be like him. Like, that dude's cool. Like, he was my idol. Sting was the guy that, like, I loved because he was the good guy, right? Like, even in the dark version of Sting as the Crow, he was still the good guy. Like, he just the essence of, let's say, the Jesus of wrestling in some sense. Like, that's what Sting was for me as a wrestling fan. So you had my guy that, like, I just wanted to be cool because, you know, he's doing everything you're not supposed to do. And then you had Sting, the good boy. Like, it was fun to watch them. To watch those two walk out together, it would be a closing for my heart, for my era of wrestling, because those are the guys that I grew up watching. Like, those are the guys that really, of course I showed up for Hogan, but I stayed for Ric Flair and Sting. Like, that's the honest truth.
Here's my prediction. Flair is going to turn on Sting. Manage Christian to Sting's last match. That way, let me finish. That way, he's involved in Sting's last match without getting into the ring.
Yeah.
Okay. I can go with this, but Christian doesn't need anybody. He's the father figure that we all need to look up to.
But in that match, Flair turns on Christian.
Slap yourself.
No, seriously. Think about it though. Sting retires with the title, and it goes up into a tournament.
But then it comes down to Ric Flair and Sting or Christian.
No. Sting retires, relinquishes the title. They put up in the tournament. But what this will do is it keeps Christian strong because it wasn't some old person that was retiring beating him. Somebody had turned on him and costed him the match. So he can still stay strong and rip into things down the line with that.
I mean, I agree to a point.
Yeah, to a point. But what after this? I mean, this is a multi-year deal. So is he going to stay out and guide somebody else down the ring? I mean, Ric Flair can only be either manager or something like an executive on-screen role or in the back. But that's really about it. I don't even want to see the guy throw down his freaking blazer and throw an elbow. I don't even want to see that. I don't want to see that.
Nobody's wanted to see that for a while anyway. But yeah.
He may break a hip doing it. I mean,
one of Ric Flair's coolest things. I don't give a crap what he says. He looked like an angry grandpa when he was doing it back in Impact days.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry. We saw Ric Flair's last match. Please let that be Ric Flair's last match.
That needs to be it. Him going out Sting's all right, man. Like, still to me, one of the greatest endings of a career could have been, and it didn't even have to be a match, is Undertaker and Sting in the middle of the WrestleMania ring together face to face. And then just let the lights go out, their boots be in the ring together. Dude, that would have been dope, because that's a match that I always wanted to see as a kid. Because, like, it was to me, those are the two pinnacles of the companies. Like, at that time, in that era, like, those were the dudes, right? That were holding everything together for those two shows. You know, because Undertaker was doing the feud of the Ministry, Sting's doing the Crow, so I always wanted to see, that was a dream match. And to see those two in the middle of the WrestleMania ring together would have been sick.
So my question, though, is Ric Flair is probably the closest. Is there anybody that has appeared everywhere?
I think Rick's probably the closest.
I was going to say, that includes original ECW, not the WWE ECW. No, not that shit.
Rick never went to ECW, did he?
No,
he didn't.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm including the original ECW, not the WWE version.
I mean, the Dudleys would be really close. No, the Dudleys haven't done AEW stuff yet. Have they? I don't think so. No. Those guys would be
Hold on.
Those guys would be really close.
Jeff just said Jake the Snake. So let's see. WWE, WCW, TNA, AEW. Did he appear in ECW? Because I know he appeared at NWA. Yeah, so.
I mean, I think so. Did he went to did he go to New Japan at all? Or any Japan tours?
I'm wondering, though, if he also...
Because Rick's done Japan tours. This is a good little... Who's been to more company? I like this one, GQ.
So I'm kind of curious. I'm looking to see right now on it if he ever appeared in ROH. Because that's one thing. Flair does have that. Flair has appeared in ROH at least once.
Right.
And also did a signing and stuff. So
I just hope he's there to be, a faucet to the sponges in the locker room. That's what I hope to be for him.
Well, I'm gonna actually put this out here. So this was like long time back. We even heard of something teased. Somebody had actually, there was artwork out there, and I think it wasn't officially done, but somebody had put this artwork out here back in this day.
Bro, like, could you?
This is for WrestleMania 27. Is what it was.
Like I said, it didn't even need to be like anything. It could have literally just been them two looking at each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
And maybe like Undertaker picking up a fucking tomb. Sorry. there's our dropped F-bomb. Picking up a tombstone, and like that would have been a sick way to put, like, I don't know. There's just something about those two guys, for me, being in the ring together would have been like solidifying the end of an era. And that's just my feelings. And I'm not even a big Undertaker fan.
Technically, even though they had Hunter win, I think the one with him and Hunter, which ended up being WWE versus WCW, NWO versus DX, I think that worked out also to end that era at least.
Oh, I agree. I'm not against that at all. I never was against that. I was never one of ththose haters drinking haterade on the internet with that thing. Like, I love that part about wrestling. Like, that was a really good moment in my opinion too. But no, like, I'm telling you, just this is my feelings. Undertaker Sting is that dream match I wish I would have got to see. And like, even just a face-to-face of them two at WrestleMania, the largest wrestling, the show of shows for what we do, would have been
Believe it or not, though, he was asked that question, kind of. Somebody that he never got a chance to face or whatever, blah, 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 and he rebuffed it that Sting was never on his list.
I don't give that's not the... I'm talking about a side. I don't give a crap about the behind the scenes thing.
No, that's behind the scenes. He actually said that on the stage. I mean,
it's still behind the scenes. That's his I'm talking from a fan aspect. Like, we love this. That's one of the things. Like, that image, man. Those two, like, that would have been cream of the crop. Just moment in the making. Like,
yeah. I mean, there was so much stir up around this. Like before the Rumble in that year. And it's like, man, that would be so awesome if it did happen.
Does Sting ever do a Rumble?
I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't know if he was at the 2015 Royal Rumble or not. Because he came in a Survivor Series here in St. Louis in 2014. So I don't know if he was actually, I mean, now I have to go back and look, see if Sting actually made an appearance. Jeff says
no. We're going with Jeff.
Yeah. But remember, Sting only made a few appearances even after that Survivor Series. And there was, I mean few appearances.
Yeah. Technically, though, he was, and ready to Rumble. I mean, that does count.
Oh, shut up. That's but I really hope that Rick is back just to, see Sting out, like, see those two go off. That is a moment that would live forever in wrestling. If AEW is truly wanted to make a moment, that would be a moment, like Rick and him walking out together, because they are easily pillars of what WCW once was. So,
I agree. Yeah. Well, not just WCW, NWA too. So,
well, yeah, even that, yeah, NWA, WCW, whatever. I'm sorry, I'm one of those people that build WCW and NWA together. Like, to me,
it's still separate.
I know it's too different after a while because they, separated the name, but
yeah, and we're going to keep going before I talk about NWA. So anyway, Ruby, let's take it home.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like I said, that's all we got, man. But man, I'll tell you, we've got a lot more. We got a lot more here for you next week. As soon as I get my guest confirmed, We'll definitely be putting some announcements out. And of course, like I said, we've got a few shows. There's I know there's a few shows around the area, but more importantly, IEW will be showing up and showing out this coming Saturday. I believe Mid-States Wrestling down in Springfield, and that's about it. Like I said, keep tuning in to SICW All Star Wrestling right before we go on the air at 8 o'clock Sunday night, because they're going to be playing. I want to say just about every match from the Missouri Athletic Club's show that was a couple weeks ago. And like so, they played some of the Chase Park Plaza, or the Coruscant Ballroom from Wrestling that Chase. They've played a couple, or at least one match there tonight. So they've got a lot of stuff coming up, and so just keep tuning in. And you're going to see, if you're a good historian with wrestling, you're going to see a lot of that all the way up until the end of the year. So just keep tuning in on the SICW Wrestling on YouTube. It's 8 o'clock every Sunday night. Go and view that, and then jump right over and watch us. It's a full, great Sunday night of wrestling, guys, and why not? Let us be the big Sunday night, since everybody wants to do the pay-per-views and everything else on Saturday. So why not? So yeah, man. Like I said, it's been a great show. Once again, we thank Jodi Ultra. We thank everybody else who's been tuning in here, hanging out here with us here tonight, and of course, making it a great, enjoyable podcast. Make sure you're sharing the show. Follow, like, and subscribe to all of our platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Kick, or what, X? I don't know. I guess they're calling it X now. I don't know. God, I don't know. Elon's just screwing shit up. Excuse my language. So
X.
How many more bombs are we dropping tonight now?
I don't know. I don't know. Also, don't forget, we have TikTok and Instagram too. We need major likes on that. We would love to do a live broadcast on TikTok.
Kick.
How about a Tic Tac? Eat one. Nah, I'm joking, brother. It's late. Now I'm being a jerk. So
what's the excuse when it's early?
Smell your breath through the mic.
Pepper just tried to hit the keyboard to shut this down.
Hey, Cat, you're not the boss of me. Anyway, guys, we thank you very much for tuning in to us here tonight. Make sure you tune in same time, same channel next week on Sunday. So for GQ and the Gem City Mouse Zmiz, I am Rough Cut Rick Ruby. Thank you very much. We'll see you next week, 9 o'clock. Everybody wave hi. Bye. Have a great week. See you next week, guys. Toodles. We thank everybody for tuning in to tonight's episode of the Falls Count Everywhere podcast. Don't forget our friends at the following: Keeping It Cool with Tyler Cooley, the Searcher and Hide podcast, and We Talk Wrestling. The Falls Count Everywhere podcast is an LTX Enterprises production.